It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. I think my face is cramping from smiling so much this morning. We are overjoyed and so proud this morning. Cape Town woke up still buzzing with the electric energy of the 2025 Two Oceans Marathon. Congratulations to everyone who ran and completed and put themselves out there. But most importantly, for our girl, Gerda Steyn, once again making history, crossing the finish line in a time of 3 hours, 29 minutes and 10 seconds. The 35-year-old long-distance sensation, I don't know why I had to mention her age, secured her record-breaking 6th consecutive win at this prestigious global 56-kilometre ultra marathon. And while just shy of our own course record set last year, Steyn's performance further cements her status as South Africa's greatest ultra-distance runner of all time. Can we give her a massive feel-good welcome? I feel like I should be shouting this whole interview at you or something. It is crazy to me. Congratulations, my friend. It's just mind-blowing. And do you know why it is for me? And I was chatting to Carissa about this earlier. When, I don't know what number it was. It might have been when you started to do the comrades thing or something like that. But it still seemed so fresh to you. It's like you couldn't believe you were doing these things. 6 now, do you believe? Are you there, or does it still feel fresh every time you hit the road?
Oh, thank you so much, and thank you for the warm welcome. I'm really, really pleased with the results. It was a fabulous day in Cape Town. I mean, Cape Town showed off.
She put her hand up, yeah, full on.
Honestly, it was just a little bit bragging, really. But yeah, to get back to your question, I must admit, it helps to have the experience. It helps to know, you know, I have done it before. I have managed to do what I set out to do in the past. But every year feels fresh, and every year is different as well in a way. Every year is special in its own way. So I can say with all honesty, it's never felt like I can just sit back and think it will just happen.
And they're coming for you. You've set the bar. And I don't want to say you've got a target on your back, but you probably literally have a target on your back because people are running, looking at your back, wanting to beat you. How much does that drive you? And how much does sticking to your script, everything falling into place? Because it looked like that was the case, that everything just went according to plan. But do you need to be pushed? Do you need a competitor there? How do you work?
It is definitely helpful. I mean, I would love not to have that competitor there.
Just to have a plan and just tick off the numbers, yeah.
Absolutely, yes. But in a way, it is a huge motivator knowing that if I do anything wrong, if I make the smallest mistake, the next person will be there to catch me. So knowing that the target is on my back is probably the best thing I can do. Not ignoring it, just accepting it. I know that I'm the defending champion. I know that people will want to beat me, but to just still have that confidence in myself and to know if I do the work in training, if I prepare well, if I set out on the plan that I have, that it will work out.
And you are kind of competing against yourself. And maybe you beat yourself this year because you didn't quite get the record. Does that go through your mind in those moments? Do you feel like, okay, let me deviate from the plan and just kick on? Or how do you, once that sinks in that you're not going to get the record?
Yes, mentally you have to not make it phase you, let it phase you. You mustn't let it really destroy your whole plan and your whole idea.
Your rhythm,
still, yeah, of course, because the first goal that I always set out is to win the race. So the record, of course, it's amazing to get the record, but first of all, I have to win the race. And this year specifically, I had quite a fiery plan. My plan this year was different to the past. In the past, I would like to really plan the race in order to get the fastest winning time possible. Whereas this year, my plan was to set out really, really fast.
Ooh,
and
to see what happens.
Of course, but hopefully I will hang on. But my idea was to open a gap early on and hopefully let other runners suffer more than me. So it happened in that way. It worked out perfectly. So I'm really, really happy.
This is Gerda being mean and evil, by the way. I know the face doesn't give it away, but this is the most hectic I think I've ever seen you. No, I love it. And you can go back to last year's Gerda and you can tell her she only had 5. You've got 6. So she can keep her record, okay? Is this the best race in the world?
Oh.
I mean, it must certainly, like we say, put her hand up from a city perspective, but the race is magical. Does it stack up?
To say the race is magical is really, it's the best way to put it. Lining up for the race each and every year, runners come together, they come in their numbers, and take on this big challenge together. And I think also one thing that really stands out for me at the Two Oceans is the support along the route.
For sure.
Yes, it's an amazing route. It's beautiful, but the support, the people along the route,
Oh, what a
that
difference.
cheer you on from the first kilometer till the 56th kilometer. All I heard was go, Gerda, go. And it really, I can't put it into words what that means to me. It's so special, and it carries you all the way.
Bearing in mind, there's no one else really around you for them to shout for, so they can only shout for you when you're running, but it's just the way it works out. What advice? Because I think people often kind of hear that you started in your early 20s and then just ignore the facts because you almost can't believe it. But you did. So there is clearly a mental script that is working here. What advice do you have for other runners out there wanting to take it to the next level?
I think the most important thing that runners who want to take it to the next level must remember is it happens in stages, it happens in steps. You can't go from level 1 to level 10 in a week. You have to accept that it will take time, and it will probably take more time than you realize and what you would like it to take. So just take it step by step, and also to just enjoy the entire journey, because when you lose that joy for running, it will never work out for you. You must always remember that the love for the sport and the love for the running community and the pure love for putting one foot in front of the other and being active must always come first.
I can feel the love pumping out of you right now for the people around you, your tribe, your community, and that's, I'm sure, from the elite down to us weekend warriors that just want to chirp. And I suppose while you're focusing on one foot in front of the other, the miles start flying by. Thank you so much. It must feel fresh every day. Maybe after the 10th one, it'll feel a little less fresh, but Gerda Steyn has done it again. Her 6th Two Ocean Marathon on the trot. She is our champion. Can we do another round of applause? Do you mind? Just come on. We love you.
Woo, yes, absolutely. Gerda Steyn giving you that morning motivation that you definitely need. Like Raul said earlier, we are pumped up, we are feeling good, which is exactly why we put this question to you, Mzansi. Do you know, or are you somebody that took on the Two Oceans Marathon this past weekend? And we said that we would absolutely love to hear from you. Drop us some pictures on our WhatsApp line, 063-036-9649. That's our new WhatsApp line. Or you can head over to our socials and use that hashtag Expresso Show as you also share your beautiful victories. And listen, I do have somebody that I know ran the half marathon, 21 kilometers in the bag, none other than Mr. Chad Simon himself. Look at him, the proud man holding up that medal. And it wasn't his first one, no. He has done this a couple of times and he just keeps on doing his best. He's also a co-host with me on radio, so I definitely can't wait to give him the biggest hug a little bit later and say, congratulations, Mr. Simon. If you've done this year, imagine 56 next year is definitely calling your name. Well, that's where we leave it for now. I want to find out what else is coming up on the show, Raul. What do you have for us?
I got something good for y'all. We're going to be celebrating some local talent. We got Rowan and Bradley coming through. These are rugby's most influential characters right now, doing the absolute most. So Rowan Malchus has got an incredible 7th journey ahead of him, and Bradley Hollenbach, who's sharing his athlete management secrets. So if you're an athlete or someone that is inspired by athletes or want to be a part of this world, then you definitely want to stick around, because these two gentlemen are going to be bringing some very inspiring conversation right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. So don't go anywhere, Mzansi. We'll catch you in just a bit.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel good
Welcome back, Mzansi. It's your Feel Good Breakfast show. And like I said, prepare to be inspired because joining us this morning are two influential figures in South African rugby. First up, we have Rowan Malgas, a rising star in SA Sevens. And then we've got Bradley Hollenbach, a sports manager dedicated to athlete success. And that word is exactly what this conversation's about, success at its finest. So let's dive into their journeys, their challenges, and what drives their passion for the game. Gents, how are we doing?
Well, thanks yourself.
Yeah, very good to have you here. It's super early. I know you're not often waking up this time for practice or training, but first job well done. Listen, Rowan, I want to talk to you first from Kennard to the national stage. Obviously, your upbringing has influenced your rugby career in quite an interesting way, to say the least. Talk to me about how this has kind of shaped you to this moment here, because it's been an interesting journey up until this point, right?
Yeah. First of all, I just want to give all the glory to God because God has been and is always like been a driving force in my journey. And just coming from Kennard, I just learned to make the most of limited resources because where I come from, there's not a lot of opportunities.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just want to thank my grandparents who raised me and just taught me to be humble and take every opportunity you get. Yeah. And that's where my journey started in Kennard, playing touch rugby in the streets with my friends. And went to primary school, started playing rugby in grade 4 and got opportunity to go to high school, Priska, where they gave me like a scholarship from grade 10 to 12. And I think there's where my rugby started to get serious because I made the Craven Week squad for Greek was.
And that's a big step.
Yeah, that's a big step.
That's like we've arrived now, yeah.
And then 2019, I decided to take a gap year. And that's why I met Coach Brett. He like gave me a scholarship to the International Rugby Institute,
Wow.
where I just played rugby that year. And then we had a chat, and I also had a chat with my grandparents, and they were like, I have to go study. And then UJ gave me a scholarship. I went to UJ, and yeah.
And we know what magic happened at UJ,
UJ,
obviously.
yeah.
I think you were playing fly off there. Was that correct?
Fly fullback, yeah.
I loved your footwork, man. I loved how you ran the lines. I watched a couple of your games. I want to, before we move on, that little kid that you spoke about that was playing at Kennard, did you think that you would end up being a Sevens SA rugby player? Did he have those dreams when he was playing in the streets?
Not at all.
Hey?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Everything happened for me at UJ because in Kennard we're not familiar with sevens. We have rugby but not sevens. And then I met Coach Patrick, Ross Allen at UJ, and he introduced me to sevens back in 2020. And my main goal was to play varsity cup that year, but I didn't make the varsity cup squad. But Coach Pat believed him and he said to me, like, you're going to be a Springbok Sevens player. And I was like, nah, this guy must be crazy. And yeah, so that actually like pushed me, especially that year where I didn't play like varsity cup.
Yeah.
So I just focused on my studies and tried to balance things, play sevens for UJ. And eventually Coach Jonathan McQuena came to UJ and he gave me opportunity to play varsity cup. And I think varsity cup, yeah, it's
That was the unlocking,
a nice
eh?
platform for youngsters, yeah.
Oh, man, listen, I love this story. You know, Brady, let's talk about this because it's one thing having incredible talent. And I'm sure from your side of the world, you've seen a lot of incredible talent like this, but we don't always see it get to where it deserves to be. Now, you've been playing in interesting places, from PR management to coaching to managing athletes as well. What inspired your journey? Because it's one thing, obviously, wanting to be an athlete, but no one thinks about everything else that involves getting them to this big stage.
It is, and it is a lot of huge talent out there. He's just one of the few. We are all from the small place in Northern Cape. Can't say it's small place because it's the biggest province in South Africa.
And
but
some of the biggest talent as well, clearly.
Exactly, and when I first met Rowan, I said like, this guy has what it takes. And I've been involved with his journey and just making sure that he gets what he needs. And now he's signed the contract with the Sevens the first time. So yeah, I've been part of it, and for me it's always about the player, and I always care about the player. As I said, I'm not an agent. Agents are there they do a vital job, but there's also money involved. I don't want any money. For me, it's about the player, the person, and I've seen some players overseas. I don't want any money, return on investment or any of that. For me personally, it is just to see the player win. And as he said, his grandma, granddad did it look after him. For me, it's a special place in my heart because he also has to provide, give back. as well. So that is what's special to me.
Hey man, Bradley, that is incredible, especially knowing that you're doing this purely out of passion. You don't want anything in return, and I think that's such a beautiful win. If there were more people like you in the world, hey, we would be dominating. We would be absolutely winning. Rowan, what's it like now transitioning from all these different teams, growing? Now you've arrived, man. Sevens rugby, this is a complete different caliber. What's this experience like for you? Talk to me about it, man.
Yo, it's crazy. Like,
Yeah?
the good thing is like the management, the coaches at the Sevens, Coach Philip, like he have a clear plan what he wants to achieve with the players, what they want to achieve in the system. And I also think like players like Sjalvan, Dewald, Shakes, Impy, all those experienced players,
Yeah.
they help me a lot. And yeah, I think they help players coming into the system a lot. And for me, it's just to learn from them and just to serve the system. And yeah.
Listen, you are serving more than the system. I think you're serving the entire country right now, not just representing them, but the inspiration that both of you are bringing to the forefront. So I want to thank you both for doing the incredible work that you are. I know that this is going to be just nothing but more gains, more wins, and more experience for you as you keep playing in the setup. And I got to say thank you for the work that you are doing to bring this talent to the forefront. Really, truly appreciate you. I wish you could carry on this conversation for the entire morning. But gents, thanks for coming through. I know we're going to have some more conversations. You'll be bringing some more talent through, and I look forward to that. But for you, Mzansi, I hope this is something that inspires you. Doesn't matter how small your town is, your talent is all that matters. And if you reach out to people like this, you can clearly see how easy it is to make a success of your potential. Beautiful stuff, gents. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you very much.
Yep, I think it's just the doing of it. We can take inspiration there, take inspiration from Gerda. You just got to do it. Start off your Monday by playing Daily Lotto, and you could be doing it on a whole different level. There is an estimated, and it's a biggie, 530,000 Rand waiting to be taken home today, so don't miss out. You can get your tickets now in store with a smile on your face, nationallottery.co.za online. You can use their mobile app, you can use your cell phone banking setup, or you can dial *120 *7529# for USSD. I know we say them a lot, but it's worth remembering. So we'll keep them up on the Expresso social media pages so you can check them out. Then Panda Push a Play, your Daily Lotto for an estimated 530,000 Rand in the jackpot today, and you could win big. Good luck. Well, it's been an inspirational kickstart to the day, to the week. Carissa, I think we need to continue on that trend. What's coming up?
Absolutely. Let me tell you, you saw him on the couch, and right now he's going to put Raul through his paces because Ron Malchus is standing by to do a bit of a fitness routine to get you going on this beautiful Monday morning. And not only that, what is a morning without breakfast? Not a morning at all. So let's get into a beautiful French toast, one like you've never had before. It is the Bacoma Cornflakes French toast, a bit of an extra crunch added just for you for this Monday morning. Let's get into it straight after this.
Only you can make my day.
For over 78 years, Vital has been a trusted South African health and wellness brand. Vital is committed to producing the finest vitamins, minerals, and supplements to support a healthier, more vibrant life. Now, you could be one of 4 winners of a Vital hamper plus 2,500 Rand cash. Complete the steps on the competition post pinned to the top of Vital's Facebook page to enter. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh yes, as promised, Mzansi, welcome back. It's your Feel Good Breakfast Show, opening up on S3 and bringing you some incredible talent. We were having a conversation with Rowan Malgas, who is a rising star in the 7th seed, and he's about to take us through a fitness routine, sharing his tips for staying in peak condition. And I think whether you're an aspiring rugby player or you're just looking to level up your fitness, Rowan's got you covered this morning. So move the coffee table for different reasons. We're not dancing, but we're going to get moving. And the man himself is going to take us through the paces right now, and hopefully we can all survive this one. Rowan, you ready for us?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, so what are you going to be taking us through, man?
First, we're going to do an upper body.
Okay.
Like a 3-way push-up, just for upper body. And then we're going to do lower body, a lunge and a squat. And then we're going to end up with core, just for stability.
Love that, man, and I'm grateful and thank you again, because I know you guys use a lot of heavy weights when you do train. So thanks for giving us a bodyweight version
Bodyweight
that
version,
everybody at home can do. So Mzansi, let's get involved in this one. What are we starting with?
With a 3-way push-up.
3-way, okay,
Yeah.
show me, how does this work?
So we're going to go in a diamond shape.
You're straight to the
Yeah.
big one. The diamond's a hard one, huh? Okay.
So you're going to do 10.
10 diamond push-ups. All right, Mzansi, this is not easy. This is a very advanced level of pushing up. But if you want to be a 7s player, then clearly you need to be advanced like this. Oh, man. So we go for 10 reps, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, you're not even like panting when you do this, bro. Ooh.
Then you're going to go a normal one.
Straight into a normal?
Stay
Okay.
the normal 10 again.
All right. Chest is definitely burning already. Zanzi, if you're joining us right now, just stay with the pace. Oh. How many of these would you guys like do in normal training? Is this something you do as like a warm-up or what?
Yeah, no, this part of upper body, but we do like 4 sets of it. Yeah,
Yo.
now we're going to go wide 10.
Jeez, my chest is burning, bro. Simon, come on! Hey, I gotta keep up with the 7th player.
That's what.
Yes! Yo, bro, that's a bird, but I'd imagine there's some practical reasons for this. You gotta push off your players.
Yeah.
You gotta do some handoffs.
Handoffs and yeah.
You need the strength. Just a quick
Also in
question.
tackles, like,
I know a lot of youngsters are gonna probably want to know how strong do you need to be a 7s rugby player. We're talking about a movement like push-ups. You obviously do bench press.
bench press.
What are the weights that the 7 guys are pushing in a bench press?
Yeah, there's crazy numbers,
Like what, bro?
shakes, you get shakes, Ricky.
Yeah?
Those guys like push, I think 150, 160
Yeah!
something. If I'm not wrong, yeah, but I know like.
That's
but-
like big boys squatting weights.
Yeah,
Yo, that's
I
crazy.
think like
Okay.
150.
The bar's been set. Mzansi, you've got something to reach out if you want to know what stature to get his strength. All right. We got working out to do. What's the next movement?
We go for lunges,
Lunges, all right.
Yeah.
Forward or backwards?
forward.
Forward. How many
Yeah.
are we doing?
We're gonna do 10, 10.
Okay, cool. Let's go, bro.
Let's go.
Nice. I like your depth you're getting there as well. Full range of motion. That's going to prevent some injuries clearly as well. How much work are you guys putting into injury prevention? Is there a lot of training that goes into that?
Yeah, especially they look after the guys that's in rehab. Because I've been in rehab like for 2 months.
Ooh, you don't want to be there, eh?
Yeah, you don't want to be there.
Yeah.
But it's also a good place to be, like just spending time with yourself and
Yeah.
reflecting what you want to achieve and what's your main goals and objectives.
I suppose it's that opportunity where you're allowed to kind of focus on you, recalibrate,
Yeah,
redesign and engineer yourself so
Yeah.
you can come back stronger,
yeah.
come back fighting.
Makes you a better person, yeah. Because you're alone in there.
I think that is the beauty with injuries though. I mean, not to say that I want anyone to get them, but it really does humble you and it teaches you quite a bit about yourself.
Yeah.
Makes you appreciate what you do have.
What you do, yeah.
So I definitely feel you there. Listen, I'm gonna stop talking because I'm
Think we're
running
gonna
out of
go
breath here.
4 more.
Woo. Okay,
One.
two more.
Yeah.
We got 3. Zanzi, I hope you're joining in here. 4. Woo.
Yeah.
Upper body's warm. Legs are warm, bro.
Yeah, we can go for a normal squat.
Okay, normal squats
Normal
next.
squats,
All right, let's go,
20.
Zanzi. How many?
20 of them.
Hey, you don't play. Okay, 20 reps. Let's go, bro. Listen, I want to get as close as I can to feeling like a 7 superstar, so I'm just going to keep up with the pace right now. But again, we're doing bodyweight workouts, bodyweight movements. We've spoken about some of the bench pressing numbers. Rowan, what do you gents squat? I'd love to know that number.
There's also crazy
Hey?
numbers.
Also in the
I think like
hundreds?
220.
No, you're joking, bro.
Yeah.
220.
Ricky,
What?
shakes.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. And
there's
this
guys
is-
pushing big numbers, yeah.
And this is crazy because, listen, 7s players are like compact design. Not tall,
Yeah.
not big, just efficient, just fast, just blitz. So to have that kind of strength,
Trend, yeah.
bro, that's a mad power to weight ratio, eh?
Like on a circuit, you get guys like Argentina who's very physical.
Yeah.
So you have to like match them.
Yeah,
To push like big numbers in the gym.
man. If you think about it though, bro, 200 odd kgs of squatting, an average human being's weighing like 80 kgs in rugby. You can carry like almost 3 of these guys on your back and run.
Yeah.
This is explaining to me why you are the champion that you are, man. I absolutely appreciate you. I really wish that we're gonna see more of you on the circuit and online. And this man's warmed up. I'm out of breath, I can't even talk. So this is why he's a 7-star, and I want to say thank you for coming through, inspiring the youth and inspiring small towns like where you come from. I think it's incredible to see, man. So, when I catch my breath, guys, what's happening in the kitchen? Can I get some water, please?
Not only water, we're going to give you something golden, something crispy, and something delicious. It is packed with so much crunch. Now, this one right here, it's not your average French toast, okay? By coating it with the new and improved Bacomo cornflakes, we're actually adding an irresistible crunch to every single bite. And we want you to start your day with Bacomo cornflakes for a perfect start to your Monday. So, Gray, we've got to get into this.
All right.
Because French toast, I know you absolutely love.
I do adore French toast.
Yes.
I really, well, anything with egg, I'm
true.
there. But French toast, like, and believe it or not, I'm more savory.
I remember you saying this, that you are sweet.
But it's a great sounding board for other flavors.
You're right.
And texture. And that's something that maybe is often missing from the French toast.
I
So
would
this could
agree
be
with you.
genius.
And also, this is not too sweet. You know what I'm saying? I think cornflakes has that sort of neutral flavor that isn't too sickening on it.
It's all about the crunch, hey?
Yeah.
Oh,
All
look
right,
at you. Now
so
this, and bearing in mind, this is great as a breakfast option, but it's also like a dessert.
It
you
is.
can get really creative with French toast. It doesn't break the bank.
Yep.
And we are not going to waste 1 ounce of this honey, okay?
At all. It's a lot of sweetness, but that kind of adds to the
Oh, no,
breakfast
you need
feel.
it. This is going to be like a mouth of cornflakes. You've got to
Yes.
have that. And I am... Look, you can say what you want, you can come for me, but when I eat my cereal, I have some sugar on my cereal. I
You
enjoy
can't
that.
not have sugar.
I really enjoy cornflakes with a bit of crunch and a bit of sweetness, but it's the
With
texture
cold
for
milk?
me with very cold milk.
Yes.
How dare you? Has anyone ever put warm milk with their...
So many people eat
Oh,
it with
that is
warm
ridiculous.
milk. It's
That is
nonsense.
ridiculous.
All right, so
No,
I've
it's
got
not. You can have it however you want.
eggs, cinnamon, sugar,
Sugar.
and milk, and then we're gonna also add butter to the pan. You've got some butter there.
The butter is going, and I like the idea of frying in the butter. It does bring out a completely different flavor
Yeah.
profile. For me, it really works in the breakfast space.
Okay, bread
Okay.
goes and dips right in.
And I like that we're using a bread with a kind of a bit of backbone,
Yes.
as I always say, that because it's going to get soggy, so you want it to stand
To
up.
hold its
So a
integrity.
nice sourdough or something, yeah. Does this bread have integrity? What's your moral fiber like? How much fiber does this bread have?
I'm just gonna crush the cornflakes even more so we get different
Oh,
sizes of the
brilliant.
texture on there. And then add that in.
And then we shall try and fry.
You will fry this away. There you
Good
go, girl.
girl.
Hand it over
We're
to
passing
you.
it down like a rugby ball. I
Yes,
like it.
it is a production line. Okay, so with the new corn crisp process, Bacomo cornflakes is now toastier and even crunchier than ever, delivering the ultimate bite every single time. Now, Bacomo cornflakes are a source of fiber, vitamins, and minerals, giving you a satisfying and delicious start to every single day, whether enjoyed as a classic bowl of cereal or incorporated into the recipes like this one. Bacomo cornflakes can add that extra perfect crispy flavor each and every time. In fact, you know what it looks like fried chicken.
I'm thinking you're going to have to just make a whole massive amount of these, pop it in there, and like keep them for the week. Because
Yes.
this is, I'm struggling to define it. Is it breakfast? Is it dessert? Is it a meal
All
all
of
on
the
its
above.
own? It's
Option
everything,
C.
right?
I think you could also even put it in the air fryer if you do make it beforehand, and then it gets even crispier as you go.
Completely. And you think
So
you could put some
delicious.
fresh berries on
Oh,
top.
like a little yogurt as well.
Oh, I like it a
Absolutely
lot.
delicious.
And I like the fact that we can also use up the little slices of bread that maybe are moving beyond their... Oh, there we go. That's crisping up nicely. Let's jack that up just a little bit. Yummy!
I can't wait for this.
So clever.
I'll do one more. I know I
Okay.
just washed my hands, but I'll do this for
That's
you,
all right.
Gray.
I have a feeling we're going to be making like a whole loaf of
I
bread out of our Bacomo cornflakes. So if you were wondering, as people have been winning in our Bacomo Powerball game show that we're absolutely loving on the show, we've been winning or giving away years' supply of
That's the
cereal.
craziest
So I would
one.
imagine by like the third week, you're starting to think, okay, what can I do with my cereal? What
Right.
other than just eating it with cold? And yes, you are allowed warm milk from time to time, okay? No, we're not judging.
Okay, well, here's the question though. Do you go milk cereal or do you go cereal milk?
I think the cereal informs the milk, okay?
Ah,
Otherwise,
the
how much do you
ratio?
know? Otherwise, I would
Okay.
have an overflowing bowl of cereal every single day. Oh, and you start to get a little crackle, and
You
then you
hear
smell
that?
the toastiness coming off from these cornflakes.
Oh my goodness, it smells
Bearing in
so
mind,
good.
we have never done this before, so I'm being very, very careful not to over-crisp our cornflakes.
It smells like a bakery in
It
here.
really does. Absolutely beautiful. And I think if you are a little bit worried about the center being cooked through, then do exactly that. Pop it in the air fryer,
Yep.
maybe on a low heat in the oven. The key thing here is you want that beautiful crispiness on the outside. Well, it's going to be impossible not to get the
To
crispiness.
not get it. I mean, look
That
at
looks
that.
beautiful.
You could add some icing sugar on top when serving.
out.
Add some mint as a garnish. It's absolutely divine. Even some lemon zest.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, are we
delicious.
going to taste? That's looking absolutely beautiful. I'm actually
goodness.
going to take it off the heat and let that do its
Cook
thing, so we don't
away.
over crisp our crispiness.
All right, let's see what it's
Okay,
giving.
let's have a little taste. Let me grab that.
Yeah.
I'll do the dishes today.
Thank you. Because I cook, so, you know, got to distribute that. Okay, I'm going to go over here.
Oh, do I get the knife and fork?
You get the knife and fork.
culture.
I get the hands.
Okay.
Mmm. Do you hear that crunch?
Can you hear the crunch? Ooh, yum.
Delicious. I told you not too sweet as well.
I'm having to like carve out a new neural pathway because I've never tasted this beautiful flavor profile with the crunch before.
So good. And then
It
the
is
cinnamon
gorgeous.
comes through as well. Oh, good
One more.
job. Absolutely love it. ExpressoShow.com is exactly where you get this recipe. And honestly, there are no rules. You could have 4 slices to yourself. We do not judge at all. And you heard earlier on Great talk about the Bacomo Power Bowl competition. As you know, full of surprises. You've got so many letters to choose from. And if you want to play to stand a chance to win so many incredible things, here's how you can enter.
Start your day with Bacomo and start winning. Enter the Bacomo Powerball competition and stand a chance to win your share of 3 million rand in cash and prizes. Buy any participating Bacomo cereal, upload your till slip to Bacomo's WhatsApp line at 074 666 0900, and you could be selected to play live on the Bacomo Powerball game show, where even bigger prizes await. Competition closes 4 May 2025. Entry details and T's and C's at bacomo.co.za.
Well, I don't think we're going to get Carissa out of the kitchen this morning, so we're going to add something new to the menu.
Tell me.
We are chocolate marshmallow moussing with only 3 ingredients, presumably chocolate, a mousse,
Marshmallow.
and you. I don't know what the 3rd ingredient is. And then I was going to say bring you highlights from the Singapore Sevens, but there weren't any. So we're going to call it lowlights. No, for our African brothers, major highlight for Kenya. Huge moment in time for them. So cannot wait to get into their journey. We'll do that after this.
I love that.
Great.
I'm going to flip it.
Do it.
Oh, you can make my day.
Welcome back. The gents have stuck around. Why? Because they need to help me understand the Sevens rugby world at the moment. The Singapore Sevens delivered a weekend of unforgettable rugby. Fiji clinching the men's title. Kenya shocking the world, maybe not us, with a historic run. And then New Zealand's women dominating once again. Lorenzo joins us. The boys have stuck around. We've got Rowan Malchus, SA Sevens player, now joining us to unpack the weekend's action. I'm sure he was burning as much as I was. Bradley's also stuck around to help those of us who get far too emotionally invested in these sports to understand what's going on. Should we be, I'm going to start with you, because I would imagine whenever you've got to broach headlines like these or go through a tournament like this, you're always trying to frame it.
Yes.
Trying to figure out, how do I frame this in the bigger picture? So how do we, from a South African perspective, frame
How
this?
do I? I don't know what's going on at the moment with the team. You know, we had the Hong Kong curse last week, and now we finished the same way again. But the boys look quite composed. That first game, they got blown out of the way. If it wasn't for that big much of a score, I think that we would have done a little bit better when it came to the standings. This tournament, the same as in Cape Town, you have to win both games to make it. You cannot lose the match because there's only 3 teams in a group.
Warren, does that make sense to you? Is that lack of having that pressure? Because we know Sevens is unforgiving at the best of times, but to have those kind of gateways where you know every match is kind of a must-win, is that better? Do you want a bit of breathing room in a tournament like that, or is it like hit your pace and go? How do you feel about a format like that?
It's a bit tricky, but I feel like you just have to pitch up from game one, and yeah, every game is a final, basically.
Exactly.
Basically, every game is a final, and I feel like that first game against GB, I don't want to make excuses, but we got a red card, also a yellow card. So to be 5 players on the field, it's a bit hectic, yeah.
It's too much.
Yeah, it's hectic.
I can see you shaking your head there like you wish you could have sat down with that team at half-time. From a mental perspective, does it look like there is an issue there? Or is this just a natural flow? You know, we can call it a rebuilding, a rejigging, a recalibrating, whatever it is. How do you feel?
I feel like what they're busy doing now is they are rebuilding. They have youngsters coming in. Last tournament, we have Gino coming through, who's a SA, still with the Western Province with the junior side. And hopefully this guy next to me can make his debut soon. So they come and bring in a lot of juniors, so they are rebranding, rebuilding. And yeah, I'm excited for that, but like, as he said earlier, just that one loss is all that it took to take us out of the game.
And then there are other teams fueled by a fire. That might be the Fijians driving past us right now, about to knock on the door. The boys can move, and we love it. And they've poured so much energy, and I would imagine resources from their camp into their Sevens development. This is huge.
No,
right?
it's absolutely massive with what Fiji is doing. They're always a team that I get scared whenever the Blitzboks need to play them, because I don't know who's going to pitch up. You know, you don't know, are we going to see some tricks on the side? You know, those offloads are magnificent. They can come back. If you look at what happened in this final, Kenya came out guns blazing in that first few minutes, and then I think it was a hat-trick that one of the players also got, and they just kind of blew them out of the way. So when you give them that small, that space, if they get a sniff of them being able to go all the way, you've got 7 minutes, and they'll be able to score probably 10 tries in 7 minutes if they have the chance.
Yeah, they'll literally run away with it. But it's worth noting, because I think that's when people put their hand up, when these Kenyan lads stepped out into that field, we're like, this looks like a Fiji-esque team. It's big, tall, strong, fast guys. Kenya have put so much into this team. How proud are you of our brothers across the pond or across the border for them to make a final of that, to perform as well as they did? That is mind-blowing, right?
Yeah, it's amazing, like, especially they were not in the series last year, and to be back and playing a final, it's amazing.
How much does it matter for younger players? Because, I mean, it must be mind-blowing to you to now see the next step. And I don't want to ever jinx it. Yes, we manifest on this couch, so that box has already been ticked. But how important is it for you to see the players, to see that journey, to kind of see yourself there for you to actually believe you can do it?
Yeah, the main thing for me is I just want to control what I can control, and
I love that.
just leave everything for God. And I feel like if it's my time, it will happen. And yeah, I believe in the timing of God.
Yeah, and it always works out. Again, I'm saying there's something about this space. There's something pretty magical. But in New Zealand's dominance on the women's card, just continues. They have set a standard that's going to be very difficult to achieve as a baseline, and that's their baseline, brilliant all the time.
100%. And with our girls side, they are playing the qualifiers now. They in the second in Cape Town in the series. So we're trying, we're pushing.
Almost.
It's just like we just need consistency there and like be in the HSBC series. And that's how you get much better if you play against
The best.
much better. Play against the base, and that is how you get experience, the necessary experience that we don't have at the moment.
Yeah, and it's coming, and it almost feels like World Rugby wants to give us that
Yeah.
experience. I think they understand that maybe someone does that. America's going to steal all our young girl players.
Well, they are here already. So I don't know if you've seen any of the scouts. They're around and about, but they're also scouting New
Don't you
Zealand.
dare.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah,
you
yeah. So
dare.
please,
I will fly over.
No Harvard or anything. Yeah, no Harvard or anything like that. Stay over here. But I just need to
Thank you.
I just need to add on that, you know, the gold standard was Australia at some point as well. And Australia and New Zealand share, they cross-pollinate in quite a
Oh, for
way
sure.
when it comes to the sevens, and they've been doing absolutely well. And I think that our ladies, we need to stick to our identity, look at what they're doing and try and implement it into our game plan, but not take away from our identity again. But looking at that New Zealand team, they are absolutely amazing.
Yeah, no, they're on another level, and it is their time. And I like the
Yeah.
fact that you do, that we get our flowers. I do it. I'm going to return back to the SA Cup one last time, because there were signs. And when you look at them up against the Argentinian, world's leading Argentinian
Yeah, champions,
team,
yeah.
we beat them, and we look good
Yeah.
doing it. So should we be worried moving forward? Should we be happy with where the Springboks are?
Yeah, the Blitzboks. This time around, I'm a lot happy compared to last season. We're not finding ourselves in any qualifiers or having to go and play against, you know, other teams to stay as a core team. So I'm happy with that at the moment. There is room for improvement, but we saw that we can beat the guys that are winning back-to-back championships or tournaments. We can beat them. We've got the caliber. You know, I was watching Zayn play as well, just coming through on the wing. Absolutely amazing. Shake's just going crazy. Look at that. Look at, like, we've got quality players, and I think that there's something maybe missing there. I don't know what it is. We'll have to wait and see.
I think I might have
Yeah,
an
we
idea.
found it.
I might have an idea what's missing in that camp right now, but I don't think that's going to be for very long. Oh, Buddy, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to both of you for opening a window into your journey. I think this is going to inspire so many young athletes to see this part of the journey play out. It's magical. I use that term a lot because it's amazing. I'll be back. Remember, we were the back-to-back champions that everyone else was trying to emulate, so I have a feeling we'll get back there soon, but there's some fresh talent making moves towards the sevens fold that is very, very exciting. So show your love where you can. I know the boys didn't have a great weekend, but they still deserve our love.
Absolutely. Well, it's time to get into your 7 o'clock news, and we start out nationally, where a suspected 20 million rand drug lab has been uncovered in Standerton, Mpumalanga. Now, the Hawks Serious Organised Crime Unit, along with Crime Intelligence and the K9 unit, raided a warehouse and a nearby farm, arresting 6 suspects, all believed to be Mozambican nationals. Chemicals, manufacturing equipment, and a luxury vehicle were seized. Now, Hawks spokesperson Magonesi Nkosi confirmed that further forensic analysis would be conducted. Hawks head in Mpumalanga Nico Gerber praised the officers' teamwork and dedication, citing the rise in drug-related crime in Standerton as a growing concern. In other national news, heavy rains have triggered flood alerts across parts of South Africa, with the Vaal Dam opening a 5th sluice gate to manage rising levels, aimed at protecting the dam's infrastructure and optimizing storage capacity. Authorities warn the water could reach the 100-year flood line and will flow to Blomhof Dam within days. Meanwhile, Massasport Dam near Bloemfontein has hit critical capacity. The Manguang Metro and Water Department have urged Riverside residents to evacuate valuables, relocate livestock, and avoid flooded roads, fallen trees, and power lines as risks intensify downstream. Let's take a look further afield at your international news making headlines, with President Donald Trump's new tariffs affecting almost every country on earth, except Russia. U.S. National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett stated that imposing tariffs on Russia during negotiations over the Ukraine war was, quote, not appropriate. Now, Hasid said that the White House had not ruled out future sanctions on Moscow. Meanwhile, over 50 countries have sought negotiations on these tariffs, with nations like Indonesia and Taiwan agreeing not to retaliate. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer warned that the global economic landscape is drastically changing due to these policies. Meanwhile, Zimbabwe President Emmerson Mnangagwa has decided to suspend tariffs on U.S. imports to foster a, quote, positive relationship with President Trump's administration. And this follows Trump's 18% tariffs on Zimbabwean imports. While some analysts argue that this will benefit the U.S. more, Mnangagwa hopes it will lift sanctions imposed on his country. Now, trade between both nations amounted to just $111.6 million in 2024, with Zimbabwe's imports from the U.S. up to 10.6%. Diplomatic relations have long been strained due to Zimbabwe's land policies and human rights issues. Closing up your 7 o'clock news with a heartwarming first, where the Philadelphia Zoo has welcomed 4 critically endangered Galapagos tortoises hatched from 97-year-old Mommy and 96-year-old Abrazo. It's the first time in the zoo's 150-year history that this has happened. Now, Mommy, one of the most genetically valuable tortoises of her kind, is now the oldest first-time mother of her species. After years of careful planning, the eggs hatched behind the scenes in the reptile and amphibian house. The tiny shelled wonders will make their public debut on the 23rd of April, coincided with the Mommy's 93rd zooversary. Now, these hatchlings aren't just adorable, they're tiny trailblazers, breathing new life into a species that's been teetering on the edge of extinction. Definitely a feel-good story to get us kick-started for the second hour of the show. So where we leave your news for now, let's head into your sporting headlines.
Thank you so much, Carissa. Dominating the news this morning, Fiji powered past Kenya 21-12 to claim the men's title at the Singapore 7, securing second place overall in the series. Then in the women's final, they are dominant at the moment. New Zealand's Black Ferns outclassed rivals Australia 31-7, clinching both the trophy and the season's top spot. Then, of course, Argentina sealing the men's overall title after finishing third in Singapore. They are in an incredible vein of form at the moment. Now let's turn to football, and Fulham rocked Liverpool's title charge with a thrilling 3-2 win at Craven Cottage, exposing some defensive frailties to climb to 8th. So despite an early strike from Alexis McAllister, the Reds conceded 3 in 14 chaotic minutes. Goals from Sessegnon, Iwobi and Muniz sealing the upset. So Liverpool still lead the league, but need to tighten up with 7 games only remaining. Now onto cricket. Shubman Gill's composed half-century and Mohammad Siraj's fiery 4 for only 17 powered the Gujarat Titans to a dominant 7-wicket win over the Sunrisers Hyderabad with 20 balls to spare. So the Titans sealing their 3rd straight victory to go second on the IPL table, while the struggling Sunrisers conversely slumping to their 4th loss now in a row, remaining rooted at the bottom. Now, motorsport, we were treated to a masterclass this weekend. Max Verstappen ended his winless streak in style, dominating the Japanese Grand Prix from pole to flag for his first victory of the season. So the Red Bull star held off McLaren's Lando Norris and trimmed the championship gap to just 1 point as a result. Oscar Piastri claiming 3rd there as all 20 cars finished in a drama-free race for a change that very much mirrored Saturday's qualifying grid. But he has finally put his hand up this season. So I'm sure the Red Bull fans very happy with that one. Hopefully a lot less traffic and congestion as we turn to the traffic now. Let's get the latest from Ra.
Thank you so much, G-Man. And yes, we've got a lot to advise you on traffic this morning. And we're going to start in Khayelitsha, Cape Town. Now, there's been a crash on Muway southbound at the N2. Now, the left lane is closed with no delays, but do please proceed with caution when passing through this area. We're going to move to Gauteng now and over to Proefplaas. There is a stationary vehicle on the N1 southbound after the Proefplaas interchange. Now, the left lane is again closed, so please be aware of this as you approach the area and heed caution when doing so. Over to KZN in Durban, and there are roadworks on the N2, and it's the bi-directional area between EB Klute interchange and the Umdloti interchange. Now, a few lanes are restricted, so please drive carefully when passing through, and I think you should add some extra minutes to your travel time. I think for anybody heading on the roads this morning, buckle up, stay safe, and plan accordingly. From the road to the sky, let's find out now once again what's happening in the world of weather. Reporting once again from the world of weather, and heavy showers are expected across South Africa today. And with the South African Weather Service issuing a yellow level 4 warning for severe thunderstorms and heavy downpours. And this leading to flooding in settlements, roadways, and infrastructure damage, especially in the northern and northeastern parts of the Northern Cape. Now, on top of this, a yellow level 2 warning covers the central and southeastern Northern Cape, the Western Free State, and extreme western northwest. Now, in Bloemfontein, the Mankweng Metro is on high alert as well, and this is at the Musselspoort Dam. It reaches critical levels, and they're urging caution around fast-flowing water and flooded areas. Well, you've seen the weather news, but let's see it firsthand from someone's neck of the woods. And Anthea's come through with this one. Yo, when I asked you for some sunrise views this morning, I did not expect this. Anthea, this is incredible. Zikuflay is looking amazing. A bright, bold sun reflecting off what looks like the flay itself over there. I hope there's no hippos in that one, but you can definitely expect 25 degrees. It's going to be a beautiful day, especially from this vantage point. Wow, this looks stunning. And a reminder, we're going to do this one more time, Mzansi, and we're going to use that new number. It's 063-036-9649. Come through with that sunrise view. Clearly you can see what a big smile it puts on our dial, and we'll do it one more time in our 8 o'clock edition. So for now though, this is another opportunity for you to see what temperatures you can expect on your side of town.
Thank you for your beautiful sunrise views. Hopefully
Stunning.
the temperature's playing their part in your neck of the woods. But let's kind of blanket it all with winning this morning, and hopefully that's going to be where you start your Monday off. If you play Daily Lotto, there is an estimated 530,000 Rand available in that jackpot today, so don't miss out. Get your tickets in-store, go online, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app. You can use your own cell phone banking setup. There's generally a little drop-down. You can dial star 120 star 7529 hash for the USSD. Easy.
Perfect. I was
What
trying to
she
say many
said.
words at once. You know what? That's what the Lotto does to me.
Imagine if it was even more. It could have been just crazy. We could have had 7 words combined into one. Whatever you do, I don't know if you could put Ponder and Pusha Play together, just Pusha Play Daily Lotto for an estimated 530,000 Rand jackpot today. You could win big. Would that make you feel better?
It would. It would probably
you
make
feel
me cry
better.
too, just like I'm doing.
Well, clearly we've got an emotional morning coming. It might be, I think what's doing this, it's the chocolate mousse with marshmallows.
Definitely that.
With only 3 ingredients.
Wow.
I mean, I'm getting a little choked up thinking about that now. Look at that, absolutely beautiful. And then Cindy Jamal on her mummy to bride marriage, bride camp, boot camp. Can you call it that?
Bride boot camp. I love the combination of that. Cindy's going to be standing by. I can't wait to get into that conversation. I think the theme this morning has been resilience. It's been perseverance. And you'll see exactly that in our wonderful Woman Crush on this Monday.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back. Your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And let me tell you, inspiration's coming through on a Monday, especially after this conversation. Now, listen up. Everything from personal heartbreak to empowerment. Cindy Jumat has walked a journey, and a journey at that. One of resilience, one of healing, and one of self-discovery. Now, she grew up in Mitchell's Plain, and she absolutely faced so many struggles that could have broken her. But instead, she turned them into a mission to uplift others. And now, as a certified life coach and author, she's helping women heal, grow, and step into their power. And just this past weekend, some impact was made. She hosted her highly anticipated Mummy to Bride Marriage Boot Camp, which is a transformational experience designed to help women heal from past wounds and build stronger relationships. This is sounding incredible, so let's find out firsthand, and she joins us to reflect on that journey, share some key takeaways, and dive deeper into the lessons that have shaped her incredible path. Wow, Cindy.
Cindy.
Oh, a breath of fresh air right now. Thank you.
Absolutely. And this color, let me tell you, that's your color, girl. You
So
look
much.
absolutely
I'm
great.
blending in with the student.
No, you're standing right on our girl. I love to see it. Many people have heard bits of your story, but I want you to almost take us through some of the toughest times that you went through, to not just have a moment of sadness, but to have that moment to say that actually sparked something in you to create something else. So what were some of those challenging moments that really motivated you to get to where you are now?
As Raul said, I grew up in Mitchell's Plain and then, went to the United States for 10 years.
Sure.
And I had my first boyfriend at 26 years old.
Yep.
And so there was a lot of, trials that I went through, but that was one of the moments that changed my life forever. And, a year into our relationship, he was murdered and killed. And from that time, I went into darker depression and I had suicidal thoughts. I grew up in the church, but at that time, I, separated myself from God and just, wanted to take my own life. And so processing that grief, like I kind of went into this toxic cycle with clubbing, drinking, smoking weed, just one boyfriend or the other, because I wasn't really processing the grief in a healthy way. But, I had an encounter with God.
Sure.
And the Mummy to Bride talks about my transition, because when God showed me my transformation, I was a mummy because of the depression and the heartache that I carried, the grief. I was wrapped around in grave cloths, and that was what I looked like in the spirit. But then I had a vision where Jesus came up and he started unraveling the grave cloths, right, one by one. And that was my healing transformation. And when I came out of that bondage, I realized that if I can be healed and transformed, that this healing process can work for other people that are stuck in bondage as well.
Wow, this is such a symbolic story of like emancipation. It's like you heal that woman and the queen appears, and you literally are embodying that journey right now. So thank you for sharing that, and thank you for somehow rising above that adversary to do what you are doing, which I think is such a beautiful silver lining to all of this. You've taken something that was disempowering and using it to empower others, and you did that so perfectly this weekend. Talk to me about the actual event, the Mummy to Bride Marriage Boot Camp. Happened this past weekend. What was the experience like? How was the impact? What were the women saying?
Sure. We had an experience that cannot be described. I'm going to try my best.
Yeah.
But this was the official launch, because when I got that vision, it was in 2017.
Oh, wow.
And so along this road, I've written 4 books,
Whoa.
2 deliverance workbooks, a notepad was developed out of it, a devotional.
Wow.
And so Saturday was tremendous because it was the official launch. And so it was my first From Mummy to Bride workshop. And so we had a brunch set up, and of course I shared my testimony. And people were like on the ground, shaking, crying, because in that moment they were being healed and transformed and delivered. And what God did for me, he was doing in that moment for other women in the room. And there were some men that snuck in. My dad, he's here. But that's okay. But just to see what I went through and how I was healed, was happening in the room was just remarkable.
Wow, and I can see it in your face
Yes.
too. The way you're talking about this, there's so much light coming from you right now. I want to touch on that healing aspect. I understand it's not linear, I get that. When you look at some of the barriers that people might go through, women maybe in particular, to healing, what are some of those that stand out for you?
I work with a lot of women, so I do online counseling sessions, right? And I do international counseling sessions. So I found that universally there's women that struggle with their past, right? Whether it's molestation, rape, abuse, it's so common, incest. And so when they now want to transition into marriage, it's very difficult because they have all these past traumas holding on to them. And so it's a mindset, you know, and some of them are fearful because they are so used to being hurt. And so one of the things that we do, we work with the spirit of rejection, because you can meet a wonderful man, but if you feel rejected, you will not be able to receive that man. And so it's that fearfulness, that rejection that they've experienced throughout their life. And so once they heal from that, now they can emerge firstly, as he said, the queen that they are, and then embrace their God-given destiny.
Wow.
Yo, Cindy, listen, I could talk to you the entire morning and just be inspired completely, as much like Mzansi is right now. But I just want to, before you go, ask you, what sort of words do you have for many that I think are inspired to maybe start their own healing journey? What would you say to them? And if people want to maybe reach out to you to continue that journey, how can they do that?
So I do have a website, iministries.co, and they can reach out and they can see everything that I have to offer. But for me, I said, we have to, you see, look at what is hindering you. What are your blockages? What are your struggles? Some people have put labels on themselves. I'm not worthy. I'm unloved. I will never prosper. Some people have put labels on women, and now they walk into that labels. And so I want to encourage, you know, those who are stuck, who are bound like I was in depression, just take that step. And for me, my transformation came when I had an encounter with God. I reached out and I said, I can't do this on my own. And that was my transformation. And so I want to encourage someone that is here today listening just to press through and take that first step and replace those negative labels with I'm loved, I'm chosen, I'm redeemed, I'm set free, I'm delivered, and then walk in that. And then when your mind makes the switch, you will automatically start walking into that.
Oh, yeah.
Come on. A new identity to embrace too. I'm here for it. Thank you so much for sharing your story.
Thank you guys for
I know that
having
you've
me.
inspired so many people from brokenness to strength. Like I said, the resilience is so apparent. So thank you for using this platform for good.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
Beautiful. That's where we wrap up, but the motivation still continues and the goodness is coming your way right now.
Now, if you're looking for a quick and delicious dessert that feels like a treat from a top-tier restaurant, from heaven, if you will, this 3-ingredient chocolate marshmallow mousse is the answer. With only milk chocolate, marshmallows, and beautiful fresh cream, you can create a rich velvety mousse that is sure to impress. And of course, it takes a couple of steps. So, well, albeit there are only a few ingredients, literally only 3, you want to make sure that you time this and that you have someone who can help you in the kitchen who is great at conversation, like Mr. Raul Mone.
Come on, bro, this is the good stuff.
And it really is. I mean, how exciting. So we've got, this is what our lives have become, that we are so excited about melting marshmallows. Okay, so we're doing the bain-marie to melt our marshmallows and our chocolate.
Can you melt marshmallows, bro?
Well, you can cook them. You
I
can
didn't
fry
know
them.
that.
They,
Okay.
apparently they do melt down. I'm also watching with much trepidation and nervousness. So ideally, we're using the bain-marie method because we don't want it to burn lots of sugar in there, which is what we want for this particular recipe, but we don't want to overdo it.
Sweet, good stuff.
And then we're going to let that melt down. We're going to add in our chocolate. Let that melt down, and then we're going to let that cool, and then we're going to fold in our cream. It's as simple as
where
that.
we're going with this.
I'm like, being the kind of person I am, I'm desperate to just add the chocolate in now and just watch it all melt.
I try,
and
like,
mix through
stir it up,
together.
maybe?
You can do whatever you want, dude. You're the man with
check
the
it out.
spatula in hand.
I don't know if the
working.
camera can see it yet, but it's slowly starting to melt. You can see some of the marshmallows stick to the glass. This is going to take a bit of time, G.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we want. Just a little bit of patience because you don't have to overwork it. In fact, that's key here. Don't overwork anything.
Slow and steady.
Like with the cream, whipped to soft peaks, but don't overdo it. We're not churning butter here, and you want the light and fluffy mousse. The lighter, the fluffier, the better. So you've got to kind of keep it at that. And obviously, our amazing team, Tiff and the ladies, worked on this for us. And then once that's cooled, you can fold this in. But you've got to make sure that that is cool.
Now, what I'm thinking is this is going to be the ultimate challenge if you're going to make something like this for your kids. Teach them the value of patience, because this right here is what it's going to be about. You've got something incredible to look forward to, but you're going to have to put some effort and time into embodying patience.
Oh, completely.
You know what I
we
mean?
did it. We did cupcakes, muffins, 2 different icings, and then trying to get them to understand that you've got to wait for the cupcakes to cool before we can do the icing. Okay. I know someone who would be equally as excited. In fact, I think she shed a tear over our mousse.
A couple of tears,
and she
actually.
did you steal the mousse?
Were you looking for it?
Yo, this was what we were looking for.
This whole time. So we are
tasting it.
trying to seem all very foodie and intellectual while we melt marshmallows and chocolate. Very, very cool. So what we're going to do here is to demonstrate. This is our cooled. How good are you at folding?
Yeah, I fold the clothes.
You
I
never fold.
I've
You never fold, girl, because you do sports, okay? You never fold. So now, gentle.
Okay.
I know you are quite aggressive in the kitchen.
I do get aggressive.
Gentle, and we're going to just fold it in. That's great. Just work it in, because we don't want to knock out all the air, hey?
Yeah, that's
you, man.
exactly it.
Actually, you barely even touching that spatula. You're just like,
It's the flick of the wrist, Gray.
I guess you got a little bit of finesse on you.
Yeah,
huh?
come
I'm
on.
impressed.
don't seem so surprised.
It's the
okay?
animal print.
You've been doing your folds, huh?
I've been folding, baby.
Just because I can't wait anymore, please can you put the chocolate with the marshmallows just to see if it all melts down together? Just do
chain
it, man.
this all up. All right, let's
I
just do
didn't
that.
know you could melt marshmallows, honestly.
I was also saying the same thing, Chris.
Well, we fry them and we do
I
this.
still don't believe that this is possible, but literally before my eyes, it is melting.
But imagine that now, like
melting.
pouring melted marshmallow into a milkshake vial or something like that.
Ooh,
Get
like
out of
around the
town.
edges, and oh my goodness,
naughty.
so good. This morning has been incredible.
It really has been. Gerda, absolutely amazing.
Sure.
Cindy, absolutely
Wow.
amazing.
What a
Just
story.
incredible.
I'm
That looks
more blown
wonderful.
away by the fact that these are often the things that break people down, that
Yeah.
humble them, that change them on a pathway of just recovery. But to be able to take something and turn it into a silver lining, to take what I said was something that disempowers you and turn it into your superpower, it is so remarkable to me. And I think that is often what becomes people's stories. They think that this is your challenge and this is what's going to break you. This is your becoming.
Well, can I put it
You know
to
what
you?
I
Can
mean?
I invert that and say, what happens in order to get a person onto our show? It's that exact
Massive
dynamic
moments
every
like that,
single
yeah.
time. It's that notion of turning into purpose. Lean into it and discover your purpose through that. And it's, what I loved about that is because we have this notion of greatness and we're always trying to pitch, become the next Cheslin Colby, which is great, but that's not going to be accessible to most of us.
Yeah.
Most of us just want to move from where we are right now to a better place.
Sure.
Everyone's
We want
got
to
a
feel
challenge,
better. We
yeah.
want to do
That's
more.
beautiful.
And I saw that represented there on a level that we seldom get to see, and we do this every day. So that was just, I'm going to burst out crying.
No, do it. And I
Yeah.
love that she's doing this for other women too, because that's service on another level. It's not just about her anymore, but she's uplifting everybody else along with her.
I
which
call
is
it,
very
this is
exciting.
beautiful thing, you call it your ikigai, and I think everybody deserves to find their ikigai. We don't really need to focus on what we're going to do with ourselves when we're older, but if you can find something that you love and you're passionate about,
why of it,
find
yeah.
something that helps other people. It's your
Yeah.
vocation. Find something that everybody loves. That little sweet spot right there is your ikigai, your reason for being, your reason for living. And I think people like Cindy are embodying that. And I think so many of us can do exactly that. If you focus on what stimulates you, focus on what brings out that life inside of you, and if people can enjoy it and you can maybe sustain yourself from it, you might just have your ikigai right there.
Can I?
You make that
I'll
up.
answer in kind.
Tell me, G.
Bossa! Okay, you got it. No, in karate, you use a lot of these kind of affirmations because you feed off those kind of notions of what it is to be a fighter. Don't be throwing stuff around now.
You know
nervous
what?
there, sorry.
Okay.
Right.
I've got
Just
you.
wanted to show you how cool this is actually coming together.
It is melting.
I don't know if the cameraman can see that right now, but I'm going to hold the bowl with this. That's what I was actually going to
And we did jump
Just
the
to
gun
tilt
by
it.
putting
Look
the
at
chocolate
that.
in before the marshmallows. But that is like the coolest thing ever, hey?
It literally
Melting
is
away.
melting. Again, you're going to have to exercise patience, and I think that's the beautiful part about getting the kids involved in this one, because lessons can be learned here.
Completely. So obviously we've blended in. You wait for that to cool before you take in your whipped cream and you fold it in very gently. Let it stand for 20 minutes, at least 2 hours. Great. Overnight, even better
Even
if you
better.
want that kind of consistency,
Wow.
integrity.
Bon
Look at
appetit.
it jiggle.
She's been holding all of our food up to a moral compass this morning. Does this have integrity?
Does
Would you
it
like a
have
little taste, lad?
integrity?
Thank you, G-Man.
Do you want a big or a small spoon?
I love the raspberries in this too.
I'm going to have
Girl
a
likes being the big spoon.
Uh-huh. Yeah, the big spoons.
That's generally how we do it. Yeah?
The two of you?
Okay. Hey, patience is definitely
Oh, I
going to
like
be worth
that.
it on this
Gee
one.
whiz,
Wow.
ExpressoShow.com.
And your brain and your tongue are trying to find the marshmallow in it. And you're like, oh, I can taste a bit of that. Oh, absolutely amazing. Well, we need an artist who is going to represent this kind of creativity, this kind of vibrancy, this kind of energy. Koala's in the house.
Yes, baby.
Cannot wait to catch up. You talk about the manifestation station. She was manifesting some big things. And we'll start to tick those boxes on the other side.
Kailicha to the world, baby.
Yeah.
We can't wait to get into that conversation. And she's also going to be performing for us. So we are in for such a treat. We thought the dessert was good. It's
Just
about to
gets
get
better and better.
It is really good.
It is good.
Only you can make my day.
T. Mete ese culture, mete ese gas, son.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show on this Monday morning. Now hailing from Kailicha in the Mother City, this talented rapper has been taking South Africa, the rap scene in particular, by storm with a smooth flow and, of course, her unstoppable swag. I'm talking about none other than the smash hit person behind Guan with Maclara Du Bois. She continues to pave her own way within the industry with so much greatness, giving us his Kosa raps. Please make some noise for Koala. I mean, I don't know if people say swag anymore, but look at you,
Oh,
girl.
thanks, man. I tried.
You've got it on. Let me tell you that much. How are you doing this morning?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good, man. Now listen, everybody should know you, but in
Right.
case somebody just switched on their TV and they said, who's the
Who's that?
superstar that I'm looking at right now, Koala, take us through your journey for the past 10 years that you've been dominating.
Yo, that makes me sound so old.
Not old,
But
you've
I'm a
earned
baby,
it.
man. I'm a baby. Yo, Koala has been Koala for close to 10 years now. It's been a crazy ride. It's tiring. It's amazing. It's fun. It's you get angry sometimes. You know, there's inconveniences, and then there's good times. There's making people happy, making people's nights. So it's been a good run, and just to many more. I just want to be a living legend. You know, so. I like to learn new things, so I think I'm in that process of just learning stuff, and I'm fixating on the fact that the corporate side of the hip hop or the entertainment industry is also important. So I'm kind of being an adult in real life and at work.
I love it because the business aspect also needs to be taken care of. This is your livelihood as much as you're entertaining us, right? You know, if there's one thing I love about you, D, you're so honest about your journey. Like, you're not even trying to come out as this person that's made it from day one. You've been like, you know what? There've been tough times. There've been moments that I'm even questioning, What's going on?
We just don't want to get up anymore, you know?
Just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Was that an intentional decision that you took to socials, took to the people, and let them know that you're real?
I felt like when you're just who you are every single day, it can't be hard.
Yeah.
You know, it's hard, yes, but I'm just saying, like, you're not going to wake up and be grumpy and hate what you're going to go and do because you've made people used to who you are, genuinely.
Yeah.
So they can't expect anything else but who you are. So, like, I think I made that was one of my greatest decisions ever in life. I mean, I'm an impulsive person. I make horrible decisions sometimes.
But that one? That was a good
I'll
one.
pat myself on that one. That was the best decision I ever made because when I can never be out of character.
Yeah.
I'm just always me, you know. So and I'm real like that, and people expect that, and they don't expect anything else. So I'm just glad I never made myself someone else, and find it hard to keep up with that person,
Right.
because I'm gonna get so depressed if I'm just always being someone else that I'm not.
Chasing somebody that you're not.
So I just kept it real the whole time, and it's good for me.
I love that, because I will tell you right now, the D you see on this couch is the same D that I met earlier, and it's the same D that you will see in the streets as well, and the same D that Nasty C knows too. Let's talk about it. The Ivyson tour, you were part of this incredible movement and moment with Nasty C. Tell me more about it.
I just feel like it's always a good thing when artists put each other on, you know? So it was a great thing that he did. It was a great show. There was a lot of great artists there. My personal favorite, my close friend K Kid, she's on it right now. So I was just happy that all my homies were sharing a stage with each other, and you know, I like the initiative. I think I'm also a festival director myself, so it's nice to be part of other productions and see how I can learn to do better on a bigger scale or a more professional scale, if I might say. But shout out to Nasty C for bringing us out. I think this is my second or third Ivyson tour. It's always good to get together, so we just appreciate the moment, and we just had a lot of fun.
What can you do when the cool kids of SA just gather?
Right.
You got to show up and support. And we know For the Culture has been doing so well as well. I mean, this year, where are we taking it? What's happening?
This year is the 5th year.
5 years.
Bruh.
Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much. 2 years ago, we did it. We sold out for 2 days. So it's the first time we did 2 days. And let me tell you, I'd rather be performing on a stage every single day than to direct a festival. Because the fights me and my team go into it's worth it, but it's also, it's a learning curve, man. I enjoy the corporate side as much as it frustrates me. I also love it. I know a lot of people miss the musical part of things so much. New music is coming.
Please, we need to hear more
because we're
about this
definitely
too.
not going to be able to do For the Culture without new music. So, For the Culture is coming back. We're going to have to always keep up every year, as hard as it gets.
Yeah.
But I'm just glad that we're doing our 5th one, and I think that's a milestone for me, especially with me being in the game for like 10 years now. I'm just super, super proud of myself, and it just doesn't get any better than this.
Are we proud of you too?
Thank you, man. You
We're
guys are
watching from the
family.
exactly.
Yeah.
Come on. We're watching from the outside going, tap me in, coach. We also want to be there with the D Koala. Absolutely incredible. I mean, you know, there's so many people that look up to you too, D. You're so young. You've done so much. Like you said, you keep adding titles to what you do.
Man.
People from Khayelitsha, the rest of Cape Town, the rest of South Africa are going, how do I get like this? Where do I even begin?
Bruh. I started this thing with just some faith and some confidence. I've always been a bubbly girl, and I've always had confidence for no reason, you know? Like I was just always proud of myself with whatever I do. Because my mom used to be that person. My mom used to be proud of every little thing I do, like since a baby, you know? So, hey, bro, just believe in yourself, bruh. Like, it doesn't matter where you're from, you know? If your community is a loving and supportive place, and you see a story everywhere you go with everyone, just take that, grasp that, and make it your story, you know? Like, create a story for yourself. And if you want to have your name in the shining lights, always be proud of who you are. Don't ever look back. Just look back with being proud of where you come from. That's all.
look back to see how far you've come.
Right, and that's what I'm doing right now.
Come on now, 10 years in the game, baby.
You guys have had me on this couch since a tiny person. So I'm like, it's crazy to if you could put the pictures together, it would look crazy. What an evolution! I'm proud of myself.
I'm
yes.
proud of you.
Thank you
The
so
journey's been
much.
documented. It's there for you to see from day one, Expresso family. Right now, what you're going to witness is absolute greatness. Koala, please take to the stage.
Let me
Gonna
do my job.
Yes, please. You're getting too comfortable there. Yo. Get up and rap and perform for us. We can't wait to get into this. Koala is in the building. And of course, bringing us that entertainment. That music box is about to be ticked right now. Prepare yourselves.
Shoppers and everybody, Koala, meet us Kailisha. Let's go. Mete ese culture, mete ese gas, son. Bathi yakho ngicula ngeculture, ngiphume eculture kaloku uzothini. Let's go. 1, 2, 1. Ungoyini ngikwela balekisa, drip yami manzi san, iyachiphiza, okobe nisizani, nani niphikisa, cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha man. Ungoyini ngikwela balekisa, drip yami manzi san, iyachiphiza, okobe nisizani, nani niphikisa, cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha man. Ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha. Cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha man. Ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha. Cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya. Bathi ngiyababambekisa. Story sami si-tricky but it leads us in a field. Ingxaki kume kasi asinaxesha solesifihla. Bandazi ngocisha ifeature. Bandazi ngosoloko niphezu kwesipani ngathi mede thanda ufisha. Anthandi out ngenaskela ayikwazi ukulida. Ndiyimede funi out egerezela imitha. Andifuna umjito funa usasa cinga mandifuna umitha. Xa ngichithisa ibangure after sisando siciya. Cela ungoyini ngikwela balekisa. Drip yami manzi san iyachiphiza. Okobe nisizani nani niphikisa. Cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha man. Ungoyini ngikwela balekisa. Drip yami manzi san iyachiphiza. Okobe nisizani nani niphikisa. Cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha man. Ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha. Cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha man. Ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha. Cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya. Bathi ngiyababambekisa. Ekuseni iphuma phaa kwikase yenza iplan xa sifuna imali. Ndiphuma phaa kwikase yenza iplan for ubumnandi. Xa ungandibhatali suwala sozingatholakali. Kunze thumeleka uba uzama unezibharisani. Kancane nge-heartbreaking sendimeda yasenza ibhali. Ungabuza nalabhari ngubani bani bakuleta bani. Umbuze yeyiphi feature yamenzele yona imali. Ibiyibhuda elibheni after le vest cela ungakhali. Ngikwela balekisa. Drip yami manzi san iyachiphiza. Okobe nisizani nani niphikisa. Cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha man. Ungoyini ngikwela balekisa. Drip yami manzi san iyachiphiza. Okobe nisizani nani niphikisa. Cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha man. Ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha. Cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha man. Ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha. Cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya. Bathi ngiyababambekisa. Ngiyababambekisa. Bathi ngiyababambekisa. Cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha man. Ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha. Cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha man. Ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha. Cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha. Bathi ngiyababambekisa. Ngiyababambekisa. Bathi ngiyababambekisa. Cela ningadlali ngemeda yasekhaya elitsha man.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Monday for what? I know April's just public holidays like every second day, so we just take Monday, take the rest of the week, take April off. Boom, that was absolutely amazing, and she ain't going nowhere. She is here for us. Give us a little bow. That was beautiful. Oh man, it even does that too cool
It's
for
this
school,
like
man.
swag, bro. You just can't not move your shoulders when you hear this music. And we're going to be doing a lot more of that, so you get to look forward to more Queen energy. And also, we're going to play a little game.
Yep, we got a beautiful mystery Easter box because we need more chocolates because it is Easter. Cannot wait for that. And then Koala is going to be performing maybe 2 more tracks for us. We'll try and twist her arm. We'll see you now.
Jeez.
Only you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Hey, Mzansi, you beautiful people. Welcome back at your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3. Opening up to the good stuff. And hey, here's something that I think a lot of us all want to do. We want to create a sanctuary, we want to renovate, we want to change up and spruce up our space. I've been doing that this weekend with my garage, trying to create a man cave of sorts with some storage. But I think this is the reason why you need to get ready for another episode of Handy Heroes, because this week, the team at Buco Ramsgate in KZN share their DIY motto: if in doubt, ask. I love that one. So you can also discover why Plascon's Polven is their go-to product, and here's every reason why you might want to add it to your next project.
Powered by Plascon, today's handy heroes come from Buco Ramsgate in KZN.
We relocated the store in March 2012 from Shelley Beach due to being more suitable premises and location. We're very proud of the store and the team. We run it like a well-oiled machine, and we deliver a knowledgeable, friendly, comfortable shopping experience. Our customers include everyone, and we always target everyone who we can help to fulfill their needs and requirements. We are leaders in product knowledge. Our combined knowledge of Plascon product spans decades amongst our staff, with impeccable service levels to all our customers, including our point-of-sale customers. Plascon, the brand, is a South African household name. Best quality and range in product choice and top-notch service levels. My gem is the flawless, perfect Polven, the most hardy interior and exterior PVA for our East Coast climate. The 3 Ps, Polven Perfect PVA. My DIY tip, proper painting preparation equals perfect painted project. My DIY motto, if in doubt, ask.
Today's handy heroes is powered by Plascon Wall and All. Unmatched dirt, stain, water and fade resistance to keep your walls beautiful for years. Plascon, together We've got this.
Ding, ding, ding. Class is in session. I've got to hold my cards very close to my chest because we're getting into something good. Big ones, small ones, hollow ones, filled ones. All your Easter faves are here, and Woolworths has something for every single budget, starting with treats from just under 30 Rand. Crazy. I've got a question for my two competitors right now.
Yeah.
We all know Easter is synonymous with treats. What are some of your favorite Easter treats to go for?
The white eggs.
Yeah, the candy
They come
coated.
in like 6. They never last more than like an hour.
Yeah. I'll buy 2 packs. One will be gone before I've gone home.
And there will be
evidence.
signs. There will be
signs.
signs around the lips. Yeah.
White everywhere. What's
Yeah, I
yours?
like that, and I've grown because we've eaten 3,472, I think was the last count,
This is true.
marshy eggs. I have grown to
Can't go wrong,
really
yeah.
fondly appreciate those. But I'm here for that. I don't eat a lot of sugar normally, so when I can, I do. And I love Easter for that fact that I can have a bit of fun.
The
Yeah.
sugar high that Graham's going to be on today.
Yeah, baby.
I can't wait. Well, today we're playing an exciting challenge. It's called the Mystery Easter Basket. And in
Okay.
front of each of you is a basket filled with Easter treats from Woolworths.
Thank you.
And listen to this. You have 60 seconds to reach in, feel an item, take it out, and then place it in the correct category. Now, we've got under 30 Rand, under 60 Rand, under 100 Rand, and under 200 Rand.
Wow.
And you have to get
30.
all the good things. And
Sorry.
then what happens is that the one with the most points wins.
Okay.
And I will definitely give you a great prize, which is an Easter egg hamper.
Yay! Okay, I'm down for that.
Okay. So remember, it's
Can you
under
remind
30,
me again? What are the categories?
under 30,
Under 30.
under
Okay.
60,
Under 60.
under 100, and under 200. And
Okay.
then what we've kind of done, which is cute, you can kind of put them here.
Okay.
The different categories. So
I
30, 60, 100, 200.
Okay.
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 Do we have a
Alright.
strategy? We're just going to go in.
Well, I've got to find out what's in the box.
Okay.
I'm
I've
just
got to count
using-
you down. You only have a minute.
Your cheese.
I'm using my Ikigai.
Icky guy, I like that. All right, in 3, 2, 1, put on the
go.
timer. Your
Okay.
60 seconds starts now.
Oh, wow.
I've got 24 flavored milk chocolate coated marshmallow eggs. 24.
I'm going to put it here.
You're saying
under 30.
Under 30. Got
Under
you.
30. I feel, I don't know, it's a big one. I don't know.
24, hey?
I know. I'm like thinking maybe 100. I don't know. I don't know.
Now it's, I don't know. I don't
Okay, I'm
know.
gonna go.
Under
This is-
60?
This is my 100
I
pile.
feel like, I don't know. I feel like that could be on that pile, but, okay.
I'm going to go with
That's a nice one.
That is nice.
under 30.
I'm going to put you there, but that's more out of
You've
a
got 30
hope.
seconds.
60,
You've
right?
got 30 seconds.
Okay,
Under
whoa.
30,
milk.
under 60, under 100, under 200.
I think it's, I don't know. I think it might be less than that, but
All right.
let's see. You can see what's inside that biscuit
Let's
decorating
go
kit.
together.
Yeah.
15 seconds.
I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't know.
10, 9, 8, 7. Baskets are empty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands down, baskets up. Let's see what has happened.
These are really
All
cute
right.
baskets.
They are so sweet. Also from Woolworths.
tough,
Thank you so
actually.
much.
Okay, so I had
So
under
under
30. I went
30.
for my giant egg, which is
Ah.
amazing. And I did my hand-decorated biscuit, but I think I might have been cheating with this one and hoping that it was under 30 so I can buy.
What did you look on over?
I didn't. I
Okay,
didn't.
let's start there. You got one right. The biscuit
Really?
is definitely under 30.
that's
This
a fun-
one, however, is under 60.
60. Okay, I
what do
should
you
have
have
known.
here?
It is a giant. It is a giant. Okay. Then I've got in my under 60, I've got my Bear the puppy hollow milk chocolate.
Okay.
Is that a
Under
little
60.
miniature?
And look, I know Bear is worth $1 million, so
This
it
is
could
true.
be-
And we're moving to the 200 mark.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
I suppose Bear is a one of a kind.
And also,
Okay.
this is for people to consume, not your animals, please.
Okay, thank you so much for saying that.
All right, what do we
okay,
have
then,
here?
oh, this guy I absolutely love a decorating kit. It's the biscuit decorating kit. It comes with icing, sugar, sprinkles, and a piping bag.
Beautiful. And guess what? You got it right.
Yay,
Under
yes.
100. And
Under
then what do we
100,
have
and then
here?
finally, we've got, this is the winner for me. It's a Maker Marshy hot chocolate with your Marshies inside and a gorgeous
Is it not
reusable mug. That's
Love it.
underselling it, calling it just a
Yeah,
mug.
that's more than that, gee.
Beautiful.
So much more
and
than
that
that.
for me that's surely like 3,000 Rand.
Right, and
Come
you
on.
got it right. Under
Did I?
200. Graham gets 3
nice.
points.
Okay, all right.
Ding, ding, ding.
Very nicely done.
All right, Ryle, over to you.
You got different
Yeah,
stuff.
so this is a tricky one, honestly. So I started with under 30 on this side over here. We just
Okay.
got a nice chocolate lollipop. This one is a, I don't know, this is a classic. I think
It
everyone's
is
gonna
a
love that.
bunny chocolate lolly.
It
and
is
you
exactly
got
that,
right.
too, yeah.
Yes, well
I
done.
wasn't sure about these if they were under 30 or under 60, so I
Okay.
put both of them here. So we first got the classic bunny. I don't know what he's holding here, but it looks like a egg shake. I don't know if you guys can make this one out here. But I put my bunny over there under 60, and then we've got the milk chocolate solid eggs. These aren't hollow. Solid eggs, guys. That's a game changer right there.
Okay.
That's
This one
white,
is 60. What do you reckon?
You got one of them right, and you got the Easter Bunny right.
Okay, cool.
So congrats,
All
but
right.
these babies move over to here. All right, what do we have then?
And then over here, this was also tricky. I couldn't figure this out. I've got literally 24 choc-flavored milk, chocolate-coated marshmallow eggs.
Yep.
I put this one under 100, and I wasn't sure if it should go under 200 or not. Like, I had
It's a
no
lot of
idea.
eggs,
It's
hey?
a lot of eggs.
It
So I
is
was
a lot of
thinking
eggs.
it should go there, and I thought I needed to split the two. So
Yeah.
I just tried a strategy.
Also, you know that Woolies has always got our backs. For 24 eggs, where have you ever seen? You can get it for under $100.
Oh,
I thought I was
really?
joking. Are you serious?
I'm so serious
I
right now.
was dead set that this was going to be wrong. Wow.
No, well
okay.
done. Okay, 2 points so far. And then
And
over
then I
here.
just put this here because there was nothing I could do.
Yeah.
Like, surely I must go there. I don't know. But this is really cool. So if you don't know what this is, it's a paint your own magnet. So these are wooden magnets that you can paint and use your own sort of styling with it. You can get colors, but they do come in different shapes. So it's really easy. You just have fun with it. I thought surely there's a lot going on here. This is an experience. That's got to be
That's a
under 200
project,
bucks.
hey?
Is an experience under
Yeah.
$200.
Yeah.
2 points to Ralph, 3 points to Graham. Our reigning champion is Mr. Graham Richards.
I am Easter.
Well done. And the prizes, guess what?
What?
Everything goes to you.
Oh my word.
Including all those little Easter eggs.
Oh,
all around.
what's your favorite thing, dude? What's your favorite
Sorry,
thing?
this is
Can
yours.
I please have these mellows, bro?
You can have the
24
mellow
of these.
coats,
This can
please.
serve a whole family.
And you get one
And
of
I'll
these.
take one of these.
I know you like super. What is your favorite thing?
Okay,
you
I
can
have
take
to
one.
go for the mug.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, G-Man.
Anything else? Anything else? that you-
okay,
No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Absolutely amazing. Please don't tell my kids that I got sent home with a, because I don't think they're going to see this.
especially for you?
Yeah, they might get this one. They might. They might.
Bro, you've got a
that's beautiful.
perfect idea to
that's
go hide
great.
these things and create a little...
egg hunt.
Yeah, man.
I'm going to hide them so well, no one's going to find them. That's my plan.
Oh, I love that. So good. Well, indulge in pocket-friendly, as you saw, deliciousness from Woolworths. Shop budget-friendly Easter treats and more in-store, online, and on the app. And listen to this, Expresso fam, you stand the chance to win a R1,000 Woolies gift card. All you have to do is reply to the competition posts on Expresso's social pages and just answer this one question. What's your favorite Easter treat from Woolworths? So many to choose from. You only have to pick one. Use that hashtag Woolies Easter. The competition does close at midnight, Wednesday, the 9th of April, and T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Oh, I love this so
All
much.
right.
Thank you,
I wonder
Greg.
if D. Koala would like a
An
mug like
Easter
that.
egg?
hey?
Okay, I'll
Look,
take that.
I got 24 here.
She deserves that more than me.
Yeah, no, she deserves all of these. In fact, one amazing performance, and we're going to get another one after the
Oh,
break.
goodness, I can't wait. Not only that, entertainment news awaits, and we're looking further afield at your international entertainment news. Can't wait to get into that.
Yeah, don't go anywhere, Mzansi. While this man tucks into his prizes, I'm going to tuck into all this.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Mine, 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 mine.
Oh, you can make my day. It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back.
I like that. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here. And listen, Feel Good fam, you're in for such a treat. As we approach the final hour, Koala said, let me usher you into it with one of my favorite songs. It's called Guan.
Guan, what Guanan, man? Yes, it's nothing but Koala and it's nothing but entertainment. So at the very best, we get to jam right now. Enjoy.
Once again, let's do my favorite song. One, let's go.
kutheni ingani liphele bandafa kuriki yeculture ndayithatha ndayibeka phezulu ngokucinga mna ndithe nqa ngawe except okondithuli 2 years ndingadrophi nangokuba sandibhukha ibrands sandifuna le rainy yayikhuza zukwela ngafani nawe shapuze sezishap ngawe okondifikile egemini andifake eringini nantsema nasikama ndoyiki kancana ndigwatsh nawe ukuba unqanya ndincanya xa nditosinkaza fakele isandla kancana nditshayi nawe apheka sike thina sidlali ngonihlala pha kumayilobali onesikabisi sikimi nguransi sichithixoshibhanga kwikhisa ndibani semakhera zoringa nobani ndimukwela pheka sibayandazi seliwash seligash masindithi ibrena uyasithola bahandlela kanye eyawe ndithi gwani ngawe apho ke nasifuma khona sichithisi adlaliye ndasithenga nqa ngawe ewe ndithi gwani ngawe kusagwani ngawe kancane ngoringa emva kwama unale njengegrena sifani kancane uze ngawe gwani ngawe kusagwani ngawe apho ke nasifuma khona sichithisi adlaliye ndasithenga nqa ngawe ewe ndithi gwani ngawe kusagwani ngawe kancane ngoringa emva kwama unale njengegrena sifani kancane uze ngawe gwani ngawe.
Yes. Absolutely incredible. Oh, Miss Koala, and to think we still have more where that comes from, one of my favorite songs called Guan. Please show us how you bow in the most swaggy way, D. Yeah, come on. Yes. Oh man, we love D on this side of the world. Let's get into the final hour by kickstarting with your national news headlines. Well, the Portfolio Committee on Justice has supported Justice Minister Mameloko Kubai's request for a report from the National Director of Public Prosecutions on the Timothy Umotoso case. Now, Umotoso and his co-accused were acquitted of 32 charges after the court found the state failed to prove its case. The committee expressed concern over the prosecution's handling of the case, particularly the weak cross-examination of witnesses, and called for an investigation into the NPA's conduct, emphasizing the impact on gender-based violence efforts. In other national news, a suspected 20 million rand drug lab has been uncovered in Standerton in Mpumalanga. The Hawks Serious Organized Crime Unit, along with Crime Intelligence and the K9 unit, raided a warehouse and a nearby farm, arresting 6 suspects, all believed to be Mozambican nationals. Chemicals, manufacturing equipment, and a luxury vehicle were seized. Now, Hawks spokesperson Mangonesi Nkosi confirmed that further forensic analysis would be conducted. Hawks head in Mpumalanga, Nico Gerber, praised the officers' teamwork and dedication, citing the rise in drug-related crime in Standerton as a growing concern. In your international news making headlines, the Miss Ivory Coast pageant has introduced a groundbreaking rule change, banning wigs and hair extensions from its competition. Our contestants are now required to showcase their natural hair, whether braided or straightened, reflecting a shift from the country's long-standing beauty standards. The change follows a victory of Marilyn Kani Kosi, who wore her short natural hair to win in 2022. Now, this move aims to challenge traditional Western ideals of beauty and encourage authenticity among contestants, a change that could inspire similar competitions globally. Meanwhile, with President Donald Trump's new tariffs affecting almost every country on earth except Russia, U.S. National Economic Council Director Kevin Hassett stated that imposing tariffs on Russia during negotiations over the Ukraine war was, quote, not appropriate. Hassett emphasized that the White House had not ruled out future sanctions on Moscow. Meanwhile, over 50 countries have sought negotiations on these tariffs, with nations like Indonesia and Taiwan agreeing not to retaliate. UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer warned that the global economic landscape is drastically changing due to these policies. And closing off your news on this Monday morning, we end off right here, where silver mine coon from Minnesota, Mr. Pugsley Adams, has officially entered or earned the Guinness World Record for the longest tail on a living domestic cat, measuring a whopping 47 centimeters. Now, named after the quirky Addams Family character, 2-year-old Pugsley first raised eyebrows at the vet, but it wasn't until Amanda Cameron's kids Googled the record that they realized he'd hit the genetic jackpot. Mischievous, expressive, and endlessly curious, Pugsley's tale is both a proud statement and an occasional trip hazard. With siblings named Gomez, Winnie, and Duchess, his days are now filled with cuddles and capers. Now a local celebrity and social media darling, Pugsley swishes his record-breaking tail with extra flair. And we can see it right there. What a beautiful cat as well. Congratulations, Pugsley. A great way to end off your 8 o'clock news. Let's see how the sports is doing with Gray.
Now, it surprised many, but I'm telling no tales. Let's start with Sevens Rugby and Fiji powering past Kenya in that final, 21-12, to claim the men's title at the Singapore Sevens, securing second place overall in the series in so doing. So in the women's final, New Zealand's Black Ferns, they outclassed rivals Australia 31-7, clinching both the trophy and the season's top spot. And then, of course, Argentina sealing the men's overall title after finishing third in Singapore. Now, a massive shock in football last night as Fulham rocked Liverpool's title charge with a thrilling 3-2 win at Craven Cottage, exposing some defensive frailties to climb up to 8th. So despite an early strike from Alexis McAllister, the Reds conceded 3 in 14 chaotic minutes. Goals from Sessegnon, Iwobi and Muniz sealing the upset. And Liverpool are still leading the league, but they're going to need to tighten up with 7 games left. It's going to be an interesting run-in. Now we turn to cricket, and Shubnam Gill's composed half-century and Mohammad Siraj's fiery 4 for just 17 powered the Gujarat Titans to a dominant 7-wicket win over the Sunrisers Hyderabad. That was with 20 balls to spare. So the Titans sealed their 3rd straight victory to go 2nd on the IPL table. Conversely, while struggling Sunrisers, they slumped to the 4th loss in a row, remaining rooted at the bottom of that table. Then finally back to motorsports, and Max Verstappen is back with a masterclass. He ended his winless streak in style, dominating the Japanese Grand Prix from pole to flag with his first victory of the season. The Red Bull star held off McLaren's Lando Norris, trimming the championship gap to just 1 point. Oscar Piastri claiming 3rd as all 20 cars finished in a drama-free race for a change that certainly mirrored Saturday's qualifying grid. But great to have Max back on top, and that's where we leave our sport for this beautiful Monday morning. Let's get one last look at the roads.
Thank you so much, Jim. And yes, our final look at the roads this morning. And we're going to start in Roodepoort in Johannesburg. Now, there's been a vehicle collision on the N1 southbound, and that's between Beyersnor Drive and the 14th Avenue. Now, please proceed with caution and avoid rubbernecking, and that's to ensure a smooth flow of traffic. And again, as you can see from this image, we are hoping and praying that all those affected are being tended to right now. And please, again, guys, urging you to stay safe on the roads after these visuals. Very alarming indeed. But we carry on, and we're moving to Cape Town now in Milnerton. There's congestion on the N7 southbound, and that's at Bosmansdam Road. Now, please expect delays and, again, practice patience. We don't want any casualties on the road. We're going to move to Pretoria, which is up next in Garsfontein. There's a stationary vehicle on the N1 southbound, and that's after Garsfontein Road. Now, the left lane is closed, so again, please approach these areas with caution. I think anybody heading on the roads this morning, buckle up, stay safe, and plan accordingly. From the road to the sky, let's find out finally, last time, what's happening in the world of weather. From the world of weather one last time, and heavy showers are expected across South Africa today, and that's with the South African Weather Service issuing a yellow level 4 warning for severe thunderstorms and heavy downpours. And this is leading to flooding in settlements, roadways and infrastructure damage, especially in the northern and northeastern parts of the Northern Cape. Now, on top of this, a yellow level 2 warning covers the central and southeastern Northern Cape, as well as the Western Free State and extreme western parts of the Northwest. Now, in Bloemfontein, the Mangaung Metro is on high alert, and that's as the Musselspur Dam reaches critical levels, urging caution around fast-flowing water and, of course, flooded areas. Well, that's your weather news, and one last time we get to be inspired by a sunrise view of the hour. Woo! We have been setting the bar right throughout the morning, and Karen has come through and done a thing. This looks like AI. Are you sure this is real? Because North Dean has never looked this good. 23 degrees Celsius weather. What a beautiful painting. We've got reds, majestic oranges, yellows, all put together with the silhouette of some palm trees. This just feels like paradise. And I absolutely love it. Thank you for coming through with this stunning shot, literally elevating the mood for everybody in South Africa. So once again, that number is 063-036-9649. We'll do it all again tomorrow morning. We'll be saving this picture, and the bar's officially been set. So Mzansi, can you beat a shot like this? Well, then you definitely want to come through and send it to us. Wow, wow, wow. Well, with that being said, I think it's our final opportunity to dive into those temperatures that you can expect on your side of town. Did I say wow? Wow.
That image still looking absolutely stunning. What a way to get kick-started on your Monday. And if that didn't work for you, well, let me tell you about this. By playing Daily Lotto for an estimated 530,000 Rand jackpot, you could be a champion. So don't miss out. Buy your tickets now in store, or you can head to the website, nationallottery.co.za. There, of course, is the mobile app. There is cell phone banking, or you could just simply dial *120 *7529 hash, and that's for USSD. Now, all those details can be found on our social media. Go and check us out on Facebook and Instagram, and Panda Pusha Play Daily Lotto for an estimated 530,000 Rand jackpot today, and you could just win big. All you got to do is play right now.
You've got to stick around because we've had the inspiration. Now we need a little bit of spice this morning. Carissa's going to weigh in with her entertainment report, find out what the stars have been up to abroad. And yes, there is a lot of spice. Then, of course, it's massive in the culinary world. The Eat Out Restaurant Awards absolutely shone, and some amazing players in that space got their moment to shine. We'll connect with them after this.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back, you beauties. As much as we hate to admit it, we love to know what the stars are getting up to. It kind of makes us feel like we're part of the crew, you know? So we're going to get into some entertainment news with a nice international window today.
100%.
Bring it on.
Well, I'm going to touch on local for one because I had Graham Richards.
Oh, there will be signs. Yeah, there will be signs.
No, but for real, we are touching on a local celeb, but I kind of see him as an international guy, DJ Spoo. So I don't know if you guys knew this, but back in the day, there used to be a guy that covered his face called Mzege Zeke.
Yeah.
And we all know, right? Come on.
That was a thing, eh? You've just taken me back, girl. Wow.
And then the big reveal came, of course, that DJ Spoo was Mzege Zeke, and people were like,
Sneaky.
oh my goodness, how did this happen? But since then, I mean, he's always just been reinventing himself. And as an entrepreneur, that's kind of what you do. You know, he's released an energy drink, and now he's got his food on a delivery app that we all know and use.
Like pre-made?
Pre-made food.
Hey, I might
so it's
order
called
some of this.
Mzake's Kitchen, and it looks absolutely amazing. I was talking on the
does.
Instagram page yesterday. From braais to mukhodu, just any sort of authentic cuisine that you crave from your mother and your grandmother's hands, he creates it. In fact, he was being cheeky in one of the posts and said, "This is even better than your grandmother's food."
Whoa.
I was like,
Statements
wait a
are made.
minute.
Look, he also is following quite a powerful playbook in,
Yeah.
in how he does business. You know, he is leaning on some great minds, and you can see that he goes through the hard yards before he makes a decision and takes that risk. And obviously he has taken some big risks as an entrepreneur. But there is always something about him wanting to put a little back. And that I've got to appreciate. He really does want to bring others up with him.
Absolutely, but I don't think Chisanyama on the go is a risk, bro. It's a no-brainer. I think it's a brilliant
How much
idea.
do you have in the kitchen? It's going to be the biggest
You can
risk.
have all.
Oh my goodness, he also has quartas, and what's great is that his energy drink, there's a combo, and it comes with the drink. And I'm like, I get it.
Have you had a quarter? I didn't
course.
even know what it was until I went down into the hood to go have it. Oh,
It's
delicious.
so good.
Proper.
It's rivaling a Gatsby.
I was
I
gonna
might say that
say,
even as a Cape Townian.
It is
I might
up
just say
there
that.
with the Gatsby's of the world. Some eggs, some bologna, some chips. You are so good.
Look at
this
that.
Looks, oh, that
But
one makes a private
that's like
school.
bougie.
Yes,
That
I
is
like it.
another level. Yeah,
My
beautiful.
goodness.
Well done, buddy.
Well
All the best
done.
of luck, man.
Yeah,
That's
and he
great.
does inspire all of us to aim towards financial freedom, which is to your
Yeah,
point. I
100%,
absolutely love
yeah.
that. All right, somebody that I don't even want to just keep his name out my mouth at this point. Kanye West.
Oh, I love
Yay.
this guy.
I'm
Yay.
tired of this guy.
Yay, yay.
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 Yeah, he has done it again.
What is he doing?
Mans is out here saying basically he is leading up to a moment where he's releasing new music, he's going on tour and doing all these things. And he released a track, a snippet of it, talking about his now ex-wife. Apparently it's been confirmed through the music that they're no longer together.
Who?
Bianca.
Bianca,
Yes.
What? I didn't know about this.
Do you
They
think
split
she's
ways.
regretting her outfit at the Met now? She's
I
like,
think she said that was the final straw.
Grammys
You know, she's an architect.
I know she's an architect. I know she's a designer. I also know that she used to wear clothing like that before she met Kanye. Just
Okay,
by
fair.
the
Yeah,
way,
yeah,
guys.
yeah.
How do you
By
know
the
that,
way,
bro?
Can you
How do you know
finish
that?
your thought there? Because you're quite a Ye fan,
I
aren't you?
am, guys. I just love the fact that this guy seems like he's so unhinged.
Mm.
He seems like he's losing the plot, but yet everybody listens, everybody follows, everybody doesn't dictate to him. He's still dictating to everybody else. I think the man's a genius, and no one even understands his
And
genius levels.
he's getting meetings with Donald Trump, but I think what he's done is he's created enough beef just within himself. So he no longer needs beef with another rapper
Yeah,
to
he
drive
knows-
sales up. He just creates it within
He
himself.
knows what he's doing. This drama, this chaos he's creating, it's all part of a plan, I think.
Now, I get that.
But
I
he's
think you're
traumatizing
giving
the
him too
people
m-
around him, and that's the thing that I think I can't escape as a father and as a husband. And you know, it's hard enough getting that right
yes,
on the good
fair
days
point.
without you kind of poking the hornet's nest. And
Yeah.
I just feel like he's going to leave a wake of traumatized people behind him.
I mean, he is.
Yeah, that
he,
is
he
true.
ran out with a bunch of tweets or whatever we call X's, whatever we
Yeah.
call them now, and he was just basically saying he regrets being with Kim Kardashian and he didn't want to have kids in the first place, and all these crazy stories that I'm thinking.
great for your kids
Northwest
to hear, yeah.
has direct access to all social
Yeah.
media.
Yeah.
How is she supposed to feel reading this?
Maybe he's trying to force us to go through with the ban on social media before 16 or 18, just so we can save the planet. I don't know. Maybe that's the plan.
Y'all are giving him way too much credit.
Be honest though, like how often do you get to literally see someone's entire journey so transparently? I mean, he's revealing everything about himself. He's constantly honest with his thoughts, even if he hasn't become that thing. He's like, I'm thinking about this, so I'm just going to say it and be it. And he's so unapologetically himself. Yes, he's constantly changing. Yes, he's becoming hated, loved, a hero, a villain, but he's authentically being that in front of the entire world. Who can do that? Who cannot break under all that pressure and just kind of like run away?
Well, there was someone else in his country who's following a similar sort of model. But the bottom line is here we are sitting on the farthest corner of Africa
Talking about the guy. I get your point. I hear you. I just think be responsible when you're on your phone or on a platform.
He's definitely not that.
He's not.
He's not
but
that.
has Kanye ever been responsible?
Exactly.
Maybe we're also asking for too much.
Manage your expectations.
Yeah, all right. Let's talk about BTS. There's been so many things around them, from being, in the conscription, fighting and doing their thing. Now talking about something great. His name is J-Hope, one of the members from BTS. We absolutely love him. He is the swaggiest out of all of them. Let me tell you, he's just been giving epic performances to so many fans in the US tour. He's got a sold-out US solo tour. In fact, he made history. Let me get this right. So he basically is the first Korean soloist to headline and sell out a solo stadium concert in the US.
Wow. And how different does he look in this mode? Was he the bad boy in BTS? Like, what was his character?
Bad boys.
Yeah, you see.
And is it like, is there beef with BTS? Are they like cool that he does the solo?
No, I think they're so supportive of the whole movement. Basically, they all kind of had to go their own ways because they were conscripted. You know, they had to do it out in Korea. And now he has gone ahead, I think it's a time after, and done his work in the US. But I'm pretty sure we're going to see BTS back together again. I think it's important as a boy band to do your thing, perform together, stretch your legs, come back better and fresher than ever.
It definitely does add to the value of the band itself growing in its entirety. So I look forward to that new music too.
But surely he's going to do this everywhere now. If he's had this much success in the American market, I mean, come on, rock on.
South Africa's ready is what Graham is saying.
We are, man. Come on,
the
dude.
K-pop, I don't want to say
Can you imagine?
Fans in this country are absolutely insane, from the culinary world to the culture to the music. It is diehard in South Africa.
This K-pop meets Amapiano. Whoa! The world ain't ready.
And Oaks are eating quarters in the front, and it's just going down.
What are we talking?
I'm so here for it. We have even seen a crossover from K-pop to R&B, so not too far off.
Watch this.
Very excited about that. Let's close off with a bit of the Biebs.
Okay.
Justin Bieber. Okay,
How's he doing?
so I don't think he's doing well, to be fair. I'm a bit concerned, if I'm being honest. There've been rumors that, is he, back on drugs? Because he's been acting very erratically over the last while. So we all know that he had a romance with Selena Gomez back in the day. And I think it's one of those stories where they will always kind of be lovers low-key, even though she's now engaged and has been showing off this gorgeous ring alongside Benny Blanco. We love them together.
Yeah, they seem to have just the right kind of
Just something good, She's mature. She's found a mature love that sees her. Justin Bieber cannot let it go. Even though he's married, even though he has a baby, he keeps sending out these Instagram stories kind of throwing shade. He put up, do you guys know Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
You know the little guy?
Yeah.
Schmeagol.
Yeah.
And he's like, like recently engaged girls be like, girls on social media when they get engaged, Schmeagol with the ring.
Okay, but that is quite funny, though.
That is funny. Like, man knows what he's doing. He knows what he's doing.
Listen, we always see it on air. As soon as someone has become in any way engaged, it's amazing how things do shift and dramatically change. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Guys, can I put a spin on this? And I mean, he's been at the eye of the most toxic media storm. If he is not traumatized right now and going back through his life choices and moments that have affected him, he must be dealing with a lot of baggage right now. And he is right next to the biggest entertainment story of the decade.
This is true.
He's got one foot in it and one foot out. So I think anything is a welcome distraction to him, to be quite honest. I wouldn't read too deeply into anything other than that, because he's got to be feeling the pressure even now as more things come out.
I would be reading into it personally, because leave the girl alone. Let her be happy.
Man, let her be happy.
Let her live her life. You've got your wife. She's gorgeous. Hailey Bieber. You've got a kid together.
Got a baba.
Come on. But I completely hear you. Lots of things are happening. Lots of things are unfolding. And we'll definitely keep our eyes on No Diddy.
That was a really interesting entertainment report. That was really good. Well, that is it from the entertainment news desk for today. But the conversation never ends here. You can always head over to our social media platforms. We've got the most amazing team. Ask questions, pose conundrums. If you want us to figure things out for you, maybe follow a story, we'd love to do it. But we're going to take a momentary break. Then what's up?
Yeah, we've got good stuff to look forward to because culinary stars all convened at the latest Eat Out Awards. And let me tell you, it was an occasion that you don't want to miss out on. And we allowed you to not do that because we're going to bring it to you. Yeah.
And then speaking of eating, more recipes to come your way right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Thank you, Mrs. Balls, for always having us be genius reinventors in the kitchen.
Yeah, and we've got the flavour, but we've also got a lot of money to give away, courtesy of Mrs. Balls, so stick around.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Welcome back. It is your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Listen, it is Monday, and just a week ago, last Monday night, the iconic Baxter Theatre set the stage for South Africa's most prestigious restaurant awards, celebrating the country's top culinary talents in a night of glamour and a night of excellence.
Yeah, and our superstar right here had front row seats to all the action. And here's a look inside the Eat Out Woolworths Restaurant Awards 2025. Let's go.
The time has come. We are on the ground at the Eat Out Woolworths Restaurant Awards 2025. Now, this auspicious occasion promises to shine a spotlight on the restaurant's best of the best when it comes to the culinary talent in South Africa. I, for one, am very excited to see what they have in store for us. So let's go.
The Eat Out Woolworths Restaurant Awards celebrates culinary excellence in South Africa. We have 56 stars to give away tonight, which are essentially the best restaurants in the country, and then 14 special awards. This year's Eat Out Woolworths Restaurant Awards is a little bit different from previous years. We've got an all-new venue here in the Baxter in Cape Town. This is the third year that Eat Out and Woolworths are partnering on the awards. The relationship continues to deepen over shared values. It's just wonderful to have them here.
So I think partnership with Eat Out, for us to celebrate restaurants, talks to what we stand for. Talks about how restaurants celebrate raw material, and recognizing the South African industry is important for the media industry as well as for us as a food business, and it's aligned to our values.
This event is important because it's an opportunity to shine the spotlight on excellence in the industry, and that's very synonymous with Woolies. At Woolies we also stand for quality and that obsession with just the best raw materials, overlaying with the best skill and craftsmanship. I think it's an exciting opportunity to shine the light on excellence.
Highlight of this event for me has been the way the changes have been implemented. I think the Eat Out team and the Woolworths team together have just produced such an incredible event.
Today's carefully curated event promises the best of the best when it comes to glitz and glam. I'm talking about oysters floating around and the best in canapes, award-winning cheeses, Moorish desserts, and bowl foods for the rest of the evening. Sounds like my kind of night.
To start, when Emma arrived, there was beautiful sourdough installation with the different butter towers of black garlic, the honey truffle butter, and then over here was the oysters and the trout, gravlax, which is amazing, and the different toppings of the oysters, and then a change to a cheese bar with all the most incredible cheeses that Woolworths has. We just basically ordered them in massive wheels and broke it up with preserves and beautiful honeycomb and all the rest. And then we floated with epic food. There was lamb chops, there was little duck wontons, there's a lot of stuff.
Tell me more about the process leading up to this event. I mean, it's one that we anticipate year in and year out. What does it look like putting this together?
The judging panel is hugely fierce, and the competition is so close. You know, when we look at those top restaurants, those 3-star winners, it's like incredibly close. So there's always that standout moment. There's always a restaurant and a chef and a plate of food or many plates of food that really touch our emotions. The consistency and the experimentation and the pushing of the boundaries. And then that's what sets these 3 stars from the 2s and the 1s.
The judging process, I know from a few years back, is very precise and very exacting. And that's what chefs want. Chefs want to know, how are you experiencing my food? How are you experiencing my restaurant? And I think that it really is a great benchmark, and the accreditation means a lot to people.
We as chefs also, we need something to look forward to at the end of it. You know, we work so hard, we do so much, we try our very best. And I mean, it's always great when a customer is like, oh my gosh, that was the best meal I've ever had. But to sort of get that validation that, okay, all the hard work is worth it, that's why it's important for us.
I think given the work that's gone into really emboldening and getting much more objective about what we're going to do, winning the 3-star awards and ultimately the Restaurant of the Year is going to be something quite remarkable. What's been very encouraging this year is just the number of restaurants that are nominated or winning that have actually wholeheartedly embraced sustainability.
This year the format's changed, and you can see we're surrounded by all these amazing people. Years gone by, we would have been at the Grand West Casino, big sit-down meals, 4 or 5 courses, 5 or 6 different chefs cooking them. It's really been simplified, and really the reason behind that is we want to celebrate the chefs. So we're going to go to here at the Baxter Theatre, we're going to sit down, and we're going to have 2 hours dedicated to chefs, waiters, waitresses, sommeliers, and all the special people that are behind the scenes.
Welcome to the Eat Out Woolworths Restaurant Awards for 2024.
Tonight is absolutely incredible. I had no idea what to expect because I've never been to an Eat Out Awards before, and this exceeded any sort of inkling of an idea that I could have had about this culinary space being celebrated. It's so great that from a grassroots level all the way to the top, everybody really got their flowers.
And the winner of the Eat Out Woolworths Trailblazer Award is Meneer Bartes Passel.
Stepped on stage and won this Woolworths Trailblazer Award. What's going on in your mind? How are you feeling?
It's a great honor. I think it's a wonderful award to win. It means that for me, it means there's a lot of young people with me doing the thing that I do. It's just, I don't know, it's interesting. It's sort of I suppose it's a bit of a confirmation of good leadership.
My only question is, where are we putting this award? Where is it going to be, on a mantle somewhere?
I think this is going to be in my kitchen, in my home kitchen. And then when I get a phone call from the restaurants where somebody says, oh, there's
to, yeah.
Then I'm going to say, look here, we're all trailblazers together, you know?
The winner of the Eat Out Woolworths Green Star Award is Living Room.
The winner of the Green Star Award and the Chef of the Award, all in one. This guy's a triple threat.
Yeah.
How are we feeling right now?
Look, I mean, we're ecstatic. You know, I mean, we came here with a longing to win the Sustainability Award for a 2nd year in a row, and everything else has just come as an incredible bonus to us. When we started, everyone thought that we were completely crazy, you know, in a small Durban suburb, to start off a fine dining venture there. For that now to trickle through on the back of other awards that we've won as well, it shows that we're moving into a direction of identity for the culinary space in South Africa. And I think that's something that we all need to embrace and be super proud of. You know?
The Eat Out Awards Restaurant of the Year 2025 is Salsa.
Yeah.
Restaurant of the Year, sponsored by the Roundhouse. Ryan, congratulations. How are you feeling right now?
Thank you. Elated and convicted.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Explain this. Please unpack for me.
We won the award. It's Restaurant of the Year. It's the one. But it's also a conviction because we've been doing this. We've been knocking away this tirelessly for 6 years. So I think this is just the fruit of a very healthy tree. So for me, awards are very important, but it's also representative of a team of people and an ecosystem that is thriving.
What's the next 6 years looking like?
More of the same. If we can do the same again every year for the next 6 years, I'll be a very happy man.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
once
Thank you so much.
Who's the first person you're going to tell outside of this space?
My mom.
Of course.
Duh.
Hello. The incredible awards are done, and as you can hear, the after party is about to get kick-started. But we have to say that tonight has been absolutely unforgettable. Congratulations to every single chef for the 2025 Eat Out Woolworths Restaurant Awards. We look forward to seeing what you're going to create come next year.
Okay, jealous. Wow.
So jealous. You should be.
Hey?
Yeah, it was incredible. Let me tell you, those oysters were unlike anything I've had before because of everything the chefs put on it. Also, Chef Ollie absolutely nailed the menu. There were floating bowls going around. There were mounds of butter that were like this tall. Cheeses, award-winning cheese. It was just everything.
You're probably more upset by the fact that you couldn't just spend the whole week there and eat all
I'm
the food,
telling
right?
you, I wanted to take a scuffy and a butter cut, but I mean, work
There were
needed
the
to
ice
be
cream
done.
buckies when you need them. But listen, glamorous outfits, delicious food, and the best in the culinary business. And a big congratulations to every winner from this year's Eat Out Woolworths Restaurant Awards. And congrats to this queen for looking so good at the event. I hope you're not hungry anymore after that.
I mean, I could eat something, to be fair.
That I could definitely eat something. Thank you for taking us down that road. Some amazing interviews there. I'm so glad, Carissa, you were the person there to be the sounding board for these amazing individuals in our culinary space. In fact, I need such a sounding board right now, if
I
it's all
am
right.
me, sounding board.
That was great. You look gorgeous. And what a really nice group of people winning those awards.
Fantastic. They're also lovely and humble. And you know what? It felt like a family. You would think in a space like that, there's so much competition.
Yeah.
But it felt so warm and lovely.
Oh, no, I can understand why you absolutely shone. So I'm going to let you shine once again and have a fricadelle with me. Why? Because, well, fricadelle is the perfect sounding board, and you are more than welcome to dip in for our Mrs. Balls, and the winter holidays are here, and that means comfort food, cozy vibes, and of course, flavor bazooka, as I call it. And when it comes to flavor, you cannot go wrong with Mrs. Ball's chutney or their sweet chili, and that's what we're using right now. I love it.
What a compliment.
Hey, it really is. I'm going to...
You go ahead and dip in there. And if you love chutney as much as we do, then you're going to love this. Mrs. Balls are giving away 40,000 Rand. All you have to do is show us how you enjoy your chutney with your favorite winter dish. This right
you can
here.
do that. You can do exactly what we're doing right now. Really is easy to enter. You've got to just on Facebook or X drop a picture of your dish in the comments and the competition post. Excuse me, I'm getting meatball all over my place. And then on Instagram, post your feed, please tag us and tag Mrs. Balls. And don't forget to use the hashtags Mrs. Balls and hashtag bring your flavor to the table.
Yes, please. And who knows, we might even show up your dish right here on your favorite feel-good breakfast show. So go on, bring the flavor and enter before the 2nd of May. T's and C's are on expressoshow.com.
Oh, sauce, chili do, mojol picante doco.
Oh, I like the way you
this
said
is
that.
So good. And I didn't think I could enjoy anything more than the OG Mrs. Balls, but
it's a great
this is really
sweet
good. But
chili.
it's because it's kind of made with this, I think, so you kind of know.
Yeah.
Absolutely delicious.
Yummy.
And I think a lot of us are wanting to now think how we can use our Mrs. Balls in more creative ways now that we've got the conversation started. So we're going to make some burgers after the break.
Yes, B, so this but bigger, basically.
Yeah, and squashed.
I'm so here. Koala is still in the building. We're going to do some quick fire questions with her, test her, and see. We might just reward her with one of these straight after.
There'll be none left.
For over 50 years, Natura has helped families heal naturally. Now it's your turn to experience the magic. Win one of 10 Natura wellness packages plus a 1,000 Rand sorbet voucher. To enter, follow Natura on Facebook, comment on the competition post, and tell us how you use or want to use Natura, and tag a friend who deserves some natural wellness. Nurture your health naturally. Competition closes Friday, 11 April. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Yep, it's your feel-good breakfast show right here, Expresso on S3. Right now, we've kept her waiting, but it's only because we want to play a game of quick-fire questions with the one and only Koala. Don't think about it too much. All right, let's get into this. Quick.
All right.
Okay, this is going to be easy because it would happen now. What's the first thing you do when you wake up?
Brush my teeth.
Before checking your phone?
Yes.
Oh, we love to see it. Okay. Describe your rap style in 3 words.
Different, spicy, cool.
I like that. That also defines exactly who you are. I'm here for it. What is your go-to hype song before you get on the stage?
If it's not mine, then it has to be Zobuya Ngomso.
Okay, nice. Could you do a little?
Zobuya Ngomso, Zobuya Ngomso. It's my house song. It's my favorite song.
We love it. We love house music over here. If you could collab with any artist, I know you've done so many, but national, international, who would it be? Top of the list. Top 3 if you can.
National, if Ricky was still alive, him. National, if AK was still alive, yes.
Wow.
And then international, Kendrick Lamar, because I feel like he stepped to the side already, touched grass, and he's familiar with our past.
Okay, and would you bring the Xhosa raps, or are
Of
you?
course.
Okay,
I
you
mean,
must.
Not changing for anybody.
Thank you. Okay, what is one, because you're going to teach me now, what's a phrase that you feel we need to know?
It's just a normal shuffles it. I think everyone does that.
Fair.
Sometimes when you're just unbothered, you just like away, like.
Akkowe.
Yeah, away.
Akkowe.
Like it's nothing. Like,
no problem. And you got to do it with the coolness that Koala. Akkowe.
Yeah. Even if you want to fight about it, just like there's no akkowe. It's fine. Let me let it pass.
You have actually saved so many relationships just with that phrase right now. All right, Koala, what is your guilty pleasure in studio sessions?
Food.
You can go for food.
Yeah, I can go for something fatty, but not too much of it.
Okay.
Because I'll just get lazy.
Tell me.
And I won't rap.
All food? Is there no specific food?
It's usually I like fruits, but sometimes it's like, because fruit is like refreshing.
Yes.
So your pineapples and stuff.
Mango.
But sometimes it's like, if it's not like something fatty or like some quick nibbles, then
Okay.
That's how.
How about a quarter? Does it ever make an appearance? How about a parcel, Russian and chips?
Last time I was there, I ate a Gatsby.
Come on. We love to see it. Wish you had your phone on you right now, because we want to do a deep dive in your DMs.
Hi, Wena.
What's the wildest thing a fan has ever said to you? Don't think about it too much now.
Any day, any time, I will marry you.
Koala has been proposed to how many times? Many times.
So even via email.
That's like proper.
The subject will be proposal.
Wait a minute. Wait. What do you respond?
I don't.
You don't?
Because what respond and say what?
I considered it, but then you know what?
I can respond to DMs, but once it goes to emails, I'm just like, you guys are wilding.
I appreciate an email,
it's
though.
Cute. It's
They've taken it to the next level, you know, stood out from the crowd. All right, that is crazy, T. I'm going to have to ask you, you are a rapper, you are on Expresso's morning show. You knew it was coming. A young 16 bars. Can you just drop a little, two sentences? Not much. Just a little something. Just want to...
yazi abantu bayazithanda indaba zami andazibona ke bangenaphi xa ndisuka mna kwiindawo zam bayathanda ubuza bandivelaphi. Please don't beat around the bush in my DMs. Cela uringe ba ufunayo.
I like that.
Thank you.
Any unreleased song that you could do a little something for us? Okay, that I was pushing it.
Unreleased.
I was pushing it. I had to. I had the opportunity.
It's all good, Mama.
What is one thing that people don't know about you?
I can cook.
What's your favorite thing to cook?
I like making meals that I find on the phone.
On TikTok or...
because my mom used to try new things. Like, her traditional food was dope. But when she tries something new, she makes it 10 times better.
Wow.
So I just like the feeling of making something taste better than it usually does.
Does your mom like your food?
She ate my food. She liked my food. She did. My pasta was the bomb.
Okay.
In the family, we have a thing of making very good pasta.
Well, we are also your family, so now you got to make pasta here in studio. Koala on the culinary hotline, bling!
Yeah, I'm sending an invoice.
Yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
I'll pay for it, I'll pay for it. Finish this sentence.
Okay.
Okay, you can think about this just a little bit. My ultimate dream is to...
Be a living legend.
Sure. What if I told you already are?
Oh man, that's too much.
Oh,
that's
come
too
on.
much. Stop it.
Koala in the building, ladies and gents. You have one more performance for us?
Yeah.
What are you going to perform?
That's a song that I did with Ricky Rick. It's on his album right now. The album is out, guys. Go stream the song. And we did it a long time ago. But it still feels brand new to me. So.
Sure. Well, the legacy lives on.
Yeah,
we know
long
that
live
you and him
Ricky.
shared such a special bond as well. And we cannot wait for this performance to come your way, Expresso fam. It's going to be something super special.
Ah, that's what we came for, superstar energy. So grateful to have the superstar here and so grateful that we get another performance. But before we do, I think we should fill up our bellies with something good, and especially with the holidays, which are here as a reminder. And I think for me, that means one thing: good food and great company. I've got all of that right here. So there's nothing better than a meal that's easy to make, but still packed with flavor. And that's why I think Mrs. Ball's chutney spiced holiday burger is the ultimate go-to. So let's get going with something rich, tangy, and the sweetness of Mrs. Ball's chutney is always adding that perfect twist to a classic. And I'm excited to show you guys exactly how to make it with my compadre over here and a nice smoking pan.
hot, yeah. And you want it. We are searing red meat, so it must be as hot as you can. It's like when you're doing a steak. If you've got red meat and you want to sear it off, it must be smoking hot. So whether you're grilling, whether you're roasting, whether you're frying, Mrs. Ball's sweet chili sauce is amazing, and we're going to be using it as our marinade today. So, buddy, I'm going to put you on
Should I pop on that side? Yeah.
For our beautiful marinade that we're going to be basting as we kind of go, and you'll see our beautiful patties there that I'm going to be cooking in just a moment, but I'm going to mix through our mince first. Very, very simple.
Talk to me about what's going in there.
Very, very simple. We've got garlic powder, we've got paprika, we've got a little bit of salt and pepper. Don't under-season your burger. Come on. It must be the star of the show.
Yeah, you got to bring it to life,
you know
man.
Come
on.
Your toppings on your burger shouldn't outshine the burger patty. Do you understand what I'm saying? That's my whole
I think you're hitting the nail on the head. You really need to focus on the burger, and that's what people are starting to lose the plot of. You are 100% right. They will just throw plain mince, make a shape, and think it's a burger.
And then put everything they can into. It's nice and simple, and I don't mind a bit of fat in my burger either. That's the flavor. It's going to render. Really, you want to get as much flavor into each little flavor bomb as you can. Mix that through. Absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to say straight off the bat, not that I've asked a chef this, but if it's a red meat, let it rest, let it get to room temperature, do all the stuff that you would do to a steak. Treat it with the same care. And that means you want to get a sear on a really hot pan. So I'm going to crank this guy back up again.
Yeah, while you crank it up, I think another tip, and I've been making various burgers with mince, I would suggest actually going with less of a lean mince. Obviously, if you go on a diet restrictive sort of a vibe and you want to reduce your fat, then go with lean mince. But if you get a nice fatty mince in there, it makes such a good burger. It absorbs the flavor, it cooks in its own fat, it encapsulates. It's beautiful, G.
And as I understand it, and I'm no nutritionist again, but it's the fats in the protein that help us digest.
Yeah, man.
We don't just go straight to the protein. You've got to have the complementary enzymes, if you will. There's a reason why they go so well together. Okay, that's looking great. Now we're going to mix in our little sauce. So I'm going to ask you to hand me over our Mrs. Balls first.
All right, and we've got the sweet chili option. Nice.
Absolutely beautiful, and it is very similar in its flavor profile to Mrs. Balls. It obviously just comes with much more of a bite. I don't want to overdo it because I want to save some of this for every other meal we're going to have this week.
And on top later.
A little bit of soy.
Soy is going in there, yep.
For the umami, and soy sauce is your umami connection, always. If you want a pasta, anything with a bit more meatiness.
Yeah, it gives you that like extra little bit of tanginess, but it doesn't overpower in the meal. Yeah. I think that's why it pairs so well with some recipes like this. I think if you didn't have it, it's not a train smash. As long as you got the Mrs. Balls, you pretty much sorted. You don't forget the mustard.
Oh, we got a bit of mustard, and that's beautiful balance in our sauce.
Yeah.
And we're going to just let that all infuse, I think is the word to use.
Yes.
And we're going to do that on a low heat because obviously sugar in there that can burn. So we're going to let that do its thing. Our burger's looking really good, almost at the point of doing the flip. But I think the bottom line here, use the good stuff with the real high-quality ingredients, no preservatives, ensuring every bite is packed with rich, authentic flavor. This is your go-to. And it's easy to spice up leftovers, turning a simple dish into something exciting and new. I love the idea of taking something that we thought we had written off and reinventing it. You can also use it as a glaze for chicken, for ribs, roasted veggies, giving them a delicious, I think, beautiful caramelized finish. Okay, so I'm not going to waste any more time
Don't
here.
waste time, bro.
We'll
I'm
keep
hoping
these.
if these can get done in time. I don't know if you're going to have enough time, but I would love to finish this off, pop it on the burgers. But already, this is looking exceptional. Look at the star lines.
I know, that is looking beautiful. Could probably push it for a little bit longer, but I'm guessing around here we like our burgers rare. And now that we've got a bit of a surface area to play with...
When does this sauce get involved?
I reckon you can kind of feel it out for yourself, but I'm going to start... Now that we've got a sear, we're going to just...
Oh, so you can baste this one and you can use it afterwards as well?
You know what I'm saying, hey? You can make it into a jar and
maybe
keep it all week.
I think that's what we've actually... We let you down, Mzansi, because I don't think this ingredient list allowed us for you to make enough of this sauce. So I think what you want to do is take that ingredient list and add a 0 to everything. Just like times 10.
It on, you know?
Make a massive bottle of it.
Line. And there we have it. And then once I would maybe do one more quick flip. Put the cheese on to melt it. I think we might even be able to get away with doing one of those.
My word.
You can dress
Let's do that, man.
You can dress the rolls, dude.
I'll start doing that so long and wait for those burgers to come through. And again, this is the fun part. Yeah.
Now, what I am going to do, and this is something that was taught to me,
oh, yeah?
A little bit of butter on the rolls, please, and we're going to toast off the edge. So
thank you. And get a little bit of that char on the roll, too.
And what I find, this gives it a bit more structure, so that the sauciness, whatever you're putting on, doesn't break the bread down.
This is the kind of breaking bread that you do and don't want.
Exactly.
Break bread in your mouth.
Bread with your friends together.
Oh, man, I'm just picturing as well. Tiny bit of tang, but it's all coming together. I can't even imagine what it's going to taste like if that's the smell alone.
Buddy, I just got hit with a massive woof of the chili things. I'm like, I had a biblical experience there. Oh, man, that was lovely. Okay.
Let me pull these out.
Okay, you can grab those, guys.
Ooh, a little bit of char. That looks good, yeah.
And now we're going to just pop a slice of our cheese on. If I can extract one.
So,
another one bites the dust.
I might have gotten eaten by the floor. We're going to put that one aside there. Don't worry about that.
As long as we've got one to work with, I think we're winning a lot.
Burger and a half.
Okay, we're going to turn that guy off and just let that cook through. If you've got a roll, I've got a burger patty, my bro.
You do? All right, bring it on, G-Man. We're almost ready for you. All right. Okay, patty, pop it on that one.
The 3-second rule became like an all-day rule, really, when you've got little kids. And those guys can cook through. And the nice thing is you can push it a little bit further for your guests. Ask them what they want, how they like their meat. Pretend to be a professional chef in the moment. Oh, if you're craving this mouth-watering Mrs. Ball's sweet chili holiday burger recipe, you can get the full recipe. And you can add even more holiday-inspired meals to that lineup, that menu on expressoshow.com.
Bro,
look at you,
I cut it off, and it looks even
that
better.
That actually does look spectacular.
We've got to get this in our bellies, Mzansi. Oh, I've got to tuck into this.
Okay, I've left before. Okay, I'm going to let you eat and do a non-TV bite before I have mine. Nothing brings people together like good food, as you can see. And with Mrs. Ball's sweet chili sauce, you can turn simple meals, even a burger, into something special during the holidays. So whether you're planning a burger night, a relaxed family picnic, or just need a quick meal between holiday activities, this Mrs. Ball's sweet chili burger is a winner. Are you doing all right there?
Are we still working? Sorry, bro. I got caught in a moment here. Apologies.
Oh, man, I want to just reach across and grab that. Now, if you love getting creative in the kitchen, why not take on a challenge? Show us your best Mrs. Ball's inspired holiday meal. Snap a pic, comment, or upload it, and then you could win your share of 40,000 Rand. Oh, man, so let's see how you bring the flavor to the table. The competition closes the 2nd of May, so you've got a little bit of time, but I have a feeling we're going to get some really good entrants for this one. You can find all the T's and C's and details at expressoshow.com. Come here, my friend.
Oh, so sorry, I forgot. It's still working. So good. Oh, my Get involved in this.
Let's see you after the break.
Oh, man. If heartburn, indigestion, or UTIs are slowing you down, well, Citrus Soda is here to bring you relief and a chance to win 5,000 Rand every week right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Oh, and entering is easy. Simply head over to Expresso's Facebook, X, or Instagram and answer the weekly question and include that hashtag Citrus Soda in your answer.
Yeah, and don't let the burn hold you back. Enter now, and you could be our next big winner. T's and C's apply.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
All right, so I'm going to say it. I've said it before and I will say it again. Start off your Monday by playing Daily Lotto. There is an estimated 530,000 Rand in that jackpot. That is why. So please don't miss out. Buy your tickets now. You can go in-store, nationallottery.co.za. You can use their mobile app, your own cell phone banking setup, or dial *120 *7529 hash for the USSD. Good luck.
Oh, I love that, Mr. Rapper. CD is coming for your
She's
job.
inspired me, yo.
All these details can and will be available on our social media platforms. Go check us out. It's at Expresso Show. Give us a follow. And then Panda Pusha Play Daily Lotto. And that is for an estimated 530,000 Rand jackpot today.
Ooh.
And you could just win big. I'm just saying.
Hey, man, listen, I'm feeling like a winner already because the one and only the Koala is still in the building, about to send us into a beautiful week. And I think we're all about ready for that. So let's get going with the chant.
Show up everybody. One more time. Shout out to Rick Rick. Let's go.
Your whole clique. Way, way, let's go. Das ist in Dezember nach Woche an die Brücke. One nigga, you monkey so ring on this post. My trip just arrived in the post. When they told it was okay, you got to have big post for your songs. You plan what I do. Oh, I'm hard. I work hard, I work hard, I work hard. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Shout out to Ricky Rick, thank you so much.
new superstar, the Koala in the house.
Come on.
Yeah, man, she's got the kind of swag like she's been doing it for decades.
100%.
It's a lifestyle, man. It's a lifestyle.
I just wanted to rub off on us and congrats to you on that single with Ricky Rick. May his legend always live on forever as the young OG to the old OG.
Oh, man, please take a bow one last time. Go and show us some love on the socials.
The Koala.
Come on.
There we go. You want to collab?
Yeah.
Connect as well. She is all about creating new music with this incredible ecosystem around her. What a wonderful start to the week. Candace Stain, congratulations once again. Thank you so much for joining us. 6th time on the trot that she took the job.
Yeah.
That's the inspo I need for the rest of this Monday, but we'll see you tomorrow.
Adios, muchachos.
Another feel-good production.